virtually every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own.
This is a special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing.
Me?
We want you to smoke the natural herb.
Sweet.
Some call it marijuana.
Sweet.
Some call it sesame.
Sweet.
Some call it lamb's bread.
The tea.
And some people call it...
Welcome to another edition of the Adam Dunn Show. I am your host, Adam Dunn.
I'm Dave Charnick.
I'm J-Lo.
And we're back.
Back.
All in the same room together.
Fuck. Look what he did. He did it, Mark. Look. See, I'm huge, Mark. You motherfucker.
Sorry.
He's like, spent 20 minutes beforehand.
It's perfect.
He's like, no. It's totally fucking...
Just stop complaining, please. We haven't even started the show, and Dave's complaining about bullshit.
There we go. Wow.
Yeah. We're
been a
back.
while.
It's been a while.
Missed you guys.
I bet. We have a star-studded show today. We have got all sorts of stuff happening. But before we even get into all that, because everybody knows Devin won't show up. No, he is actually
We're taking bets.
He is actually showing up. I have been tracking the whole time. Did he get picked up? Yes. Is he going to hit? Yes. Is he coming? So don't worry, guys. It's going to happen. But let's have a little ramp up with all of our crew first while we have a few minutes of solitude before the action goes down. First of all, we have our jet setter J-Lo, who decided to go to Hawaii on a whim.
Well, she had just recovered from J-Lovid, and it
true.
was necessary.
Thank you.
Because I think one of the treatment plans is put a bikini on and experience lava rocks.
It was a really
Did you?
nice environment.
Did you, though?
I did experience a lot of lava, actually. I went to the volcano on one of the islands.
Which island?
This one was Kona.
Which volcano?
I can't remember that part right now.
It was by the
Mauna
In-N-Out.
Loa, or what's the other
I
one?
can't pronounce a lot of places and spaces yet.
Ask
It's only my
Google.
second trip. Practice.
But wait, it was your second trip in 3 weeks.
It's been like 6 weeks.
6 restraining orders or 6 weeks. But yes, star-studded show. We have Redman's edible.
I'm trying to get the info on her.
We're confirming.
Yeah, I'm getting the info on her.
Classic Adam Dunn style.
I'm getting the info. I just found out 10 minutes ago on the way here. Hey, do you want to have her on the show? I was like, it's like Zilla something, and I thought it was a performer at first and I said, well, let's just have Devin because I really, it's been so long trying to get him on the show. I don't want to put too many people in. But then he was like, well, he's not going to be on until 6. Do you want to have her on? And I was like, well, who is she anyways? He goes, oh, he's Redman's edible chef. I was like, well, of course. I didn't realize
Of course, Redman has an edibles chef.
Yeah, I was like, of course.
Fuck yeah.
Because she has to experience the buchakis. She has to feel the buchaki effect.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be let down because there's no buchakis.
What? This is the 1 week you didn't bring buchakis and we have Redman's edible chef rolling in and you could have been the man.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
One buchaki
don't even
down.
start.
No, it was. You can blame. You should have. That was. You had an.
He's going to
you
go
had a
melt down
layup,
chocolate
Vinny.
right now.
You had a layup to blame it on me. You could have said Dave just showed up with the chocolate.
You know that tempering chocolate is an art form and you can't do it with shaky hands. And I already know Vinny will be under stress and be like, hi.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Wait,
I'd like to know.
Oh, you have them already made, or are you
I'd like-
talking about
There's
making
some
them?
there.
Okay. I don't want you to go try to make them. That's what I'm trying to say.
That'd be
Cannabis
hilarious,
In
though.
Amsterdam, Dave.
It wouldn't be the
over
first
here.
time we tried to do something stupid like that. Like, yeah, we could do that. No
I
problem.
could do that.
Yeah. Anyway, what?
Cannabis in Amsterdam, Dave over
Yeah,
here.
Dave.
He's been traveling more than me.
Yeah, Dave.
And with-
Spending all our money. Dave spent all our money.
Yeah. Smoked all the hash, spent all the money.
Dave took off with all the money.
I believe that.
And he was just gallivanting around Europe. We saw him at
Super
these
cute.
5-star restaurants day after day.
Oh.
Steaks on. We had like steak on steak. He went with Steve. I saw him with a giant thing. He had lobsters. It was crazy.
He's wearing a bikini.
Now look at he's back here with us degenerates.
No love. No love.
We on the other hand,
No
we
love.
were in our little hovel trying to stay warm, battling the elements.
I wish I would have recorded
What?
Steve What are you fucking doing? It's fucking winter here. You showed up with a hoodie.
That was the hardest part about flying from Colorado to Hawaii is because like you got your huge boots, you got your big jacket, it's snowing here, and then I felt like I had 15 pounds of travel gear.
I was dressed completely wrong in every region I went to.
Oh.
Yeah, classic Dave.
Classic.
What was the weather like there?
I actually have
snowed
some shaped
in
like
Amsterdam
ice cream cones.
4
I'll go
days.
get them.
4 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait,
Rained.
not ice cream cones, but shaped like that?
Shaped like ice.
Oh, okay. Well, that's classy.
Yeah.
But that's at least they won't melt.
Yeah, they're not like you don't want to give her the half melted thing.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna do it. What?
Have you guys seen those printers that
One and
print
done.
on froth? Like,
Oh yeah, we were already talking about getting one, but then we said nah, waste of time.
really?
Froth printers, gotta have them.
I want a froth
Because I've
printer.
got to.
You can do it for beer. You can do it on coffee. You can do it on anything. Just stick it under there, and it goes. "Beep, beep." But what it does is you have to put. It's actually the thing that sucks about it is you got to, you're putting on some sort of bullshit edible ink stuff, so it's crap. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Can I just say,
Could you do a bathtub?
I think that's a violation of the OZO principles of coffee.
If they have a
That-
design on the top?
You have to be able to do it yourself, with the shaking the milk and pouring it in. You can't. That's like phoning it in if you're
What
printing
if you did
something
that
on
before
top.
you print?
Oh no, it's so you could just say "fuck you, Dave" on every coffee. That's pretty much what it is. It's
That's
like,
it.
boom. It's the only button we use. We got
now we're talking.
100 buttons here, but somehow that one's worn out. Like, yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
Going for the low hanging fruit, are we?
Well, welcome to the show, my friend. Jesus.
It's a tough crowd.
Welcome to the show. Oh, I want to.
But we also
I'm going to
have-
give a shout out to Down Under, mate. Fucking Jared Down Under took care of our boy Mateo. Oh yeah, fucking Mateo.
Is that where he was posting from?
Mateo's now in Australia.
Really?
Yeah, Midsteo is on the other side of the planet.
Did he get deported or something?
No, his dad, he is Australian, basically. His dad is Australian, and his sister's Australian, and so he was there. He was in Thailand, and he said, well, fuck it. Might as well make a 10-hour trip south, and it's like over there, everything's long distance. It doesn't matter. It's not like a quick jaunt, but if you're in Thailand, you're looking down, there's Australia, might as well go to see dad, might as well go see sis. But he's, obviously he's, long, might as well make it happen. But anyway, our buddy Jared down there, he's our patron. He's one of our Patreon listeners. I was like, hey, wait a minute. We got somebody in Australia. Let me check with him. Checked with him. He checked with his friend. That friend hooked up Midsteo. Boom. International.
No shit.
And the kid that was hooking him up didn't, like, he goes, so Mateo goes, oh, this was an Adam Dunn hookup. And he's like, the Adam Dunn? And he was all shaking. I was like, really? He was like, nerded out. He didn't realize,
This show is worldwide.
There we go.
There you go.
I was sitting here going, you're going to hit the fuck you, Dave.
No.
But you had the perfect opportunity for the worldwide.
Adam does that to a lot of people.
I gotta wait.
But it was good. So he got,
That's great.
so we hooked up the boy down under, and yeah. So just shout out to you, Jared. Good job. Good job. I love it when I love it when a plan comes together. It's like,
So, what do we need? Cream?
because everything out there is so, yeah, pretty much everything out there is
Cream
so far. It's like the chances of the right person at the right spot in
Australia's a big fucking country, too.
Yeah, it's like what province?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Because I reached out to Heavy Days, but he was in Sydney, and then he was going to Canberra. But anyway,
everybody's in Thailand.
all hands on deck. Yeah, I mean, for obvious reasons, it's like any place that's nice and cannabis becomes legal is obviously going to become a focal point, right? So Thailand,
really fucking fast. Like everybody was all throughout Cannabis. All you heard is, "Yeah, I'm going to Thailand after this. I'm going to Thailand. I'm going to Thailand." And they're not just going to Thailand; they're like going to open up a business.
Wow.
It is absolutely the Wild West right now. They're looking for everything. They want genetics, clones. The coffee shops are opening up, dispensaries.
what they're doing, I noticed, is they're opening. They're really going for a lot of, because it's a lot up until it was pretty much the 0.3 thing was going on for a long time, right? So everybody was doing the hemp, basically smokable hemp stuff, and then it's kind of opened up a bit. But what's really blowing up over there is just products. They have so many different like weird products too, like shampoos and this and that. And it's all got THC in it. No, that's not for smoke.
What?
Just don't even touch that.
What?
Oh, he brought Devin and the
See?
Dude herb.
Yeah, exactly. So don't start grabbing.
Oh, this is
Hey,
the mids for us.
This is
grab. You
Dave.
may grab.
Let's at
fucking
least
fast.
smell that good stuff.
Did you say
says
Devin and the Dude?
Yeah, don't
Did I
even.
say that?
Wow.
Yeah, he's boomering out
Wow,
over here.
dude.
He's like
That's super boomer.
He's
Did I
straight.
really say that?
Yes.
Super
Devin
boomer.
and the Dude?
Devin
That's
and
what
the
you
Dudes.
said.
Dudes.
It's like
I-
an 80s sitcom. BJ and the Bear.
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
Just had to put that little
Thanks,
editorial
thanks
note.
for pointing
You're
that out.
welcome. Yeah.
I'm going to make several more mistakes over the course of this show, Mark. You feel free to point them out right away.
I'd say within the next 10
You
minutes.
got it.
I'd say in the next 10 minutes, there'll be at least 5.
Somebody's going to get on me right now and say I'm not grinding it too fast or not rolling it too fast. Or
Yes.
Roll-
Whatever it is, you're doing it wrong.
wow, if this is the mids, then
Yeah, there you
then he's really getting something special because
Yes.
this smells really nice.
Well, there you go. I didn't bring shitty weed for us to smoke, obviously.
That's really
It's
nice.
never shitty.
Well, anyway, so besides all the stuff we already know that happened over there, after you came home, since that's pretty much the time period that all of our listeners have no idea what happened. How was your trip home? Everything was good.
Everything worked out.
You didn't get your pizza, so there you go.
No,
Everybody
almost.
failed. Everybody in our listeners who
I did,
could have
though.
flown to New York to drive 2 hours to then.
I was in New York. I
I
wasn't
know.
going to help him out.
That's
Oh.
that.
To your face.
Just saying.
That hurts right there. That
It would have
hurts.
been a good bit. It would have been a good bit.
Well, maybe next
It's
time we
all
plan
right.
it out, Dave.
Yeah, I know. And in fact, it would have been rough anyway. For some reason, Jersey is just shitty.
Well, you would have had to go out of the thing. There's
and-
no way
and
he could
I-
go back behind, and then he would have been fucked.
Now
'cause-
ask yourself the question:
What?
Do you think I seamlessly traveled, or did I fuck it up somehow
fucked
and
it up.
wind up on the wrong side of security in Newark, having to go through again with my bags and having them now go through all the shit that I got in the airport for Heather, on the way back, that was sealed in their little bags that say "Do not open till your destination" because
Right.
they're more than the whatever it
They
is.
have
The
bags?
4
Oh, because you got
ounces.
the, yeah, okay, I
You
got
know?
you.
and they opened
Yeah.
them up.
No, they were just like, we're taking this. I'm like, what are you, it's fucking mustard. It's a jar of mustard. It's in a sealed customs bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's sealed, right? I mean, I can't buy that customs bag at the duty free, right? And they're like, are you voluntarily surrendering it? I said, you know what I'd like you to do? I want you to open it first because one of you guys is going to take it home. And you get the mustard. And they're like, are you voluntarily surrendering it? So I said, so you're not going to open it up and you're just going to take it home. And are you voluntarily surrendering it? I said, I guess I am.
Would you want to be a fly on the wall there or what?
Yeah, I would love to be there.
I was
Yeah.
smiling the whole time going, I know it's not you doing this, but, I mean, come on. Fucking mustard. Oh, well, I didn't bring the mustard home. But
You can't just order it on the internet?
Dave could not cut the mustard.
I'm just saying, dog. Come on.
Fucking guy.
All right.
You know when you come home and your family wants to see that you thought of them while you were gone, gallivanting around the fucking globe?
And so what did he do? Picked
Brought
up
him
some
mustard.
mustard at the airport.
I hate it when someone gets me something like that because then it means that they want me to get them something like that when I go somewhere, and it's like, I don't like doing that.
I just wanted pizza, Mark, okay? I just wanted you to show up with pizza. I thought it would be a funny bit. Little did I know that you were just 10 miles away and could have done it.
Coulda, shoulda.
know.
Coulda, shoulda. Said forget about it.
It's okay.
Did
you
in
know
New York.
what?
Pulled
Mark
a New Yorker
had
on
some
you.
pizza.
I had a Morey pizza, and it
Yeah.
was delicious.
And they came and talked to him. They treated him like a visiting celebrity.
Yeah. She was like, if I would have known who you were, I wouldn't even have charged you.
See?
The
Yeah.
done deal.
Yeah.
See?
And I didn't know it was cash only. So I had to
Oh.
go run next door and grab cash. That was all stupid because
So I do know her name now. It's Zarilla.
Oh.
Zarilla. So
That's
I
a
knew
nice
some.
name.
Yeah.
And she's the chef?
She's the chef.
It has to be the chef. It can't be the edibles person because he's not
Yeah.
smoking
She's-
right now.
she's-
why didn't you just pull out your badge and try and get past customs
Yeah.
like that? Like you just be like, hey, I'm one of you guys. Like
I didn't want to blow my cover.
anyway,
You
sorry.
blew my cover.
Thank you,
I'm done.
FTI.
We have guests in the studio. Do they need to know that I'm working for law enforcement?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a bad look. I know on the show. Thanks.
We should have you guys sign.
Oh, they didn't sign the disclaimer before they
Yeah.
came in? You're subject to arrest, simply. My guys, they're all around. Look behind you. They're hiding in
Everybody's
the
gonna
hoodlam coat hanging right there.
Start running now.
Oh yeah, let me send you that. I'm gonna send you.
And
over this.
Yeah,
I
please send me
want to
something.
single out some very nice people along the way who, because since Adam wasn't there, traveling by myself in another country like that,
You were scared?
I wasn't so much scared in that I was terrified, in a way. No, not terrified. But Pete Papadopoulos.
What, he ruined you?
No, he
Took
was
you out
great,
rage hard?
great, just
Raged you
absolutely
too hard-
amazing.
Raged you too hard or what?
No, he was very accommodating. Always, like anytime he was going to go someplace, he always would reach out. Very accommodating. A hell of a nice guy, by the way. Has great stories to tell. The next time he's on, we'll have him tell some more. He's back in Greece right now. Went to the Organic Cup. Actually judged the hash competition. Was interesting. You know, it was interesting. We'll just say there were a couple of really good entries, and there were a couple that, you know, not the best. But you know what? That's in any competition. That's just the way it is. But there were 900 competitions going on there.
Wow.
It started with the Ego Cup. There was the Squash Off. Tons and tons and tons of events. So if you were never bored. And the guys at Requiem are the greatest, nicest people on the planet.
Shout out to Ricky.
And
They crushed it too, right? They got 2 awards this time?
Oh
or-
my gosh!
Or more.
No, I'm
won-
pretty sure they got more than that.
Really?
But it wasn't so much the award recognition. That's like the professionals, right? The professionals voted who took the trophy home.
Oh.
It's the people that are patronizing the industry. That's really who decides who the man is, you know? And their booth never stopped. There were 4 or 5 deep waiting to go in. They could not stop. Seeds. They sold. It was so many packs that they had to bring. I call it the James Louder, because he always posts those things where, you know, you dump the seeds in and you start cranking away, and it just bags them up. And they're literally bagging seeds right there. They were selling so many.
No,
Everybody
I hate
wanted
that.
it.
I've had to do that. It's the worst fucking feeling ever. You're like, people are like, yeah, but you're like, you just need solitude to do that. That's like
It's so true.
And you got to. I mean, to me, that's that. I would just say, you know what? I'll get them when you're ready, because it's almost like getting a tattoo at a fucking at a convention, because it's like the guy's like, while he's tattooing you, he's going, oh, where's the party at tonight, bro? Oh, dude, I'll be there. Dude, I'm so hammered. I haven't slept in 3 days, bro. I'm hammered, bro. Let me finish this fucking tattoo. What are we doing again? You're like, oh my god, this is not the idea.
Has that happened to you?
Not to me, but I've seen it happen. I've literally sat there and watched guys. I've been like, I will never get a fucking tattoo. I wouldn't do one at a. I'm just telling you, I wouldn't do one at a show. No, I have not.
No.
But I've watched it exactly with that conversation. Where's the party? I haven't slept in days. Do you have any coke? Basically, it was pretty much the straight. You know, it's like, there you go. You know, you're getting fine line work done.
Didn't the
from that guy?
The Willie's party in Vegas always have a tattoo artist there who would do free tattoos?
Who's
Free?
At Willie's?
Yeah, like to do their logo or whatever.
I don't know. It was just
Pretty much.
I mean, come on. Yeah, I agree totally. I'm not going to get a tattoo, and I'm certainly not going to get one at a show.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Gosh.
We're getting them at the Cowboy Cup. We're gonna get you branded.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's really not a tattoo.
That would be good, right? Dave, big ass branding at the Adam Dunn show. And then we get J-Lo matching.
She already has one.
Does she?
Oh.
Oh, TMI.
What about the
Sorry.
weed situation in Hawaii? Did you get anything good, or
Oh, I probably.
you didn't? You could have like answered my call and
Allegedly.
gone over to fucking his place. and you
Well,
would've
I never
hooked-
carried my phone there because I was just on the beach all day. I was beaching.
I was trying to hook you up with Greg McAllister.
I know that would have been really
You could have
nice,
gotten to meet a
actually.
legend. Gotten all the old school stories. You could have came back with all these great stories for us.
I
What,
fucked
Tom
up.
would have flown over from whatever island he was on.
There you go. He
Yeah,
would have
in
been
a second,
He
he'd
would
have
have
brought you
taken a
the
jet
cat
ski. He
piss.
would have just gotten a jet
Yeah.
ski and go, fuck it, I'm going.
He,
Fuel
worry.
tanks on the
He'd
side.
have
I'll go
surfed over.
again. I'll extend my time. I wasn't there very long this time.
Only a week.
Whatever.
Anyway, so you didn't get good weed. I can
Well,
already
you
tell
know,
by
I
the look
br-
on your face.
I brought some, so I
So
didn't.
you didn't get good weed.
Oh.
I actually,
Hey-oh.
you know, well, I can't say who.
Did
but
you ever see that guy again that you were telling us about?
Which one?
The guy who said he invented sour diesel.
Oh no, I haven't talked to him. I hope that he watched that show.
He won't be calling you.
He's
Jay.
probably
because now he knows he's been caught. He's been taken out.
Yeah.
Well,
okay. Well, next trip to Hawaii, which is at so it's March 24th. So I'm assuming by probably right after 420. I'd imagine you'd be there.
you know,
Yep. She's already got tickets. I can tell already.
What's going on with that joint over there?
Dave's working. He's doing his magic. So
it's fucking good weed. My hands are sticking together.
I know it does
here.
look really nice.
So did you get those?
I'm working on it right now.
Yeah, look at that. Like a show over here. Producing, making content. Dave's trying to roll a joint. It's an amazing. It's amazing.
I only got one email though. That's
one email, and then there's on the show one is another one. Is Ricky's page.
Okay, I'm working on that.
Cool.
Oh,
Well, I've had. So we have, I think, coming in today. When we were on the show last week, when we were on the show the other day, we had.
I thought you were going to say, I think coming in today is Devin. We don't know for sure.
No,
because he's blown us off so many times.
No. But we had. We were talking about Alan Schwartz and his friend, and we, getting them to go with the guy coming into town to get the FICO, and so apparently he's in town, ready to rock. I told him come by the show first. But it was just interesting because, I think since we're all growing older, can't get around that, right? It's like lots of people are falling off to the wayside here or there, and everywhere as far as health-wise, and condition-wise, and so it's like strange, but we have one friend of ours, Ricky, from Ricky's Brothers Kush, which I brought some Ricky's Brothers Kush today.
Ooh,
Whoa!
I heard he wasn't feeling too well.
Huh?
Heard he's not.
Oh well, he had to do no. Actually, well, hopefully now he's on the final mend, because he had to get surgery again, and then he explained it on his Instagram. It was like he had already had such major heart surgery going down, but now this was like the final fix basically, and. So we had to go. So basically, he has a GoFundMe page up, and I wanted to put that out there because obviously he's got a lot of friends of mine, so a lot of our other friends can help out, because I think it is like myself. None of us have a real safety net hardly, and it's like. You see it when people get sick or when shit goes down. A lot of times people just you can see it. They're like, oh, pass the note, bro. And you're like, no, dude, do something. Even just the smallest amounts, because it's crazy how, I know a lot of times it's like the classic when you're really, really stoned and you're sitting back and you're like, oh man, how are other people if I'm having such a hard time making shit happen, how are other people, if you have 5, you need 19 streams,
and then you see a douchebag who does one stupid thing, winds up with 8 billion viewers, never works again a day in their life.
So true.
Exactly.
I have the picture you sent me, but I don't have the one from WhatsApp. From the show WhatsApp. I just have the email that you sent me. And this one?
Let me send it to you right now again. Boom. I'll send it to you.
Can you grab me a Yo-Tip Telly?
I'm just sending. Oh, no. Let's see. If I send it to the show, didn't it go right now?
Thank you.
It's on. Go on the Instagram. Go on his Instagram, Ricky's Brothers Kush.
On Instagram.
Go on.
No, it was on Instagram.
No. But go. I sent it to you on WhatsApp. But go on his Instagram, and then he's got a link on his bio for the page. So you can. That's what I was trying to send you anyway. Got it?
Okay.
This is on the link. If you hit the link on the bio, that page is there. But I had to.
I see it now.
You got it. Oh, well, here, we'll talk about radar first. There we go. We got radar up there. So
Yeah.
then, at the same time, my boy Alan calls me from Amsterdam, and he's like, our buddy Radar, Gene, is not doing so well. He's in Portugal, and now Gene used to work with Simon from Serious Seeds, and he also worked with Tony from Soccer Mother Seeds. So when he first came over to Amsterdam, he was working with Tony, and he was a mushroom guy, right? Look at him. Look at that guy. Is that a mushroom guy or not?
Oh, for sure.
Mushroom guy, right? So he was
he grows them in his beard.
He was literally, he was probably one of the first people I knew who was came over to Amsterdam, passionate about mushrooms. So he was like many of us, 30 years ahead of the game or whatever. But and he was growing them. I'm not sure what his skill level was, but I think it was like him and Tony. I watched them mess up a bunch of batches. You know, they went out and got a bunch of pressure cookers and started doing their thing. But so he was working with Tony and doing the mushroom side, but then also Tony had his seed thing going on. What happened to the page? Disappeared? We're good. There you go. He had so then he was helping him with the seeds, and at one point he started working with Simon, because it was in the beginning with Cerebral Seeds. It was Simon, Tony, and Gene pretty much, and I was in the room when Gene named AK-47.
Gosh.
So Gene's the guy that said AK-47, and I was all, that's the stupidest fucking name ever. He's like, no, because it was a 47-day plant. It finished in 47 days, and we're like, what are we gonna call this thing? And boom, that was the name. And I remember going, stupid name, and then all of a sudden it fucking blew up, right? You know what I mean? And it was just funny because he like, that was our little personal kind of joke back and forth with each other, because I'd be always like, damn, I never, you know, I still say I hate the name, you know, just because it was like, and even like Kalashnikov, you know, came to them and said, you can't use the name. So
what year is this?
93-ish, 2-ish, 92, 93.
And where was this?
This was physically, where was this? This was at the Tony Spot down in Amsterdam. But it was like,
because when I first started making brownies for Doug, who had cancer, it was in 94. And the guy that used to give me the brightest leaf and it was, glowing lime green, you know, it was the AK classic. And he said it was AK-47 trim.
Yeah, so it was probably 94 too. That's true. It was like because it was after we did open the CIA. So it was after the CIA, and then we were doing Gray Area at the time. But yeah, so Gene was pretty much the guy behind that. And Gene's a character. I mean, he's one of those guys who he's very anti. He was like, he got on this literal soapbox at one point. Was like, you don't pay your taxes. Taxes are a fraud. You know, he was one of those. He's living in the park at one point. He's like, you know, he grew his beard like twice as long as it is in that photo. It was like ridiculous. It was like down to his knees at one point, and you were just like, wow, you are definitely a character, my friend. But he's, you know, then he moved to Portugal, and he had like he had like the perfect little situation going on. That's where that photo there's from, is from Portugal, where, you know, it was cheap. He had, you know, but then he got in trouble down there, and that didn't help. And Gene's not the kind of guy who, when he gets in trouble, it definitely doesn't he doesn't do himself any favors. You know what I mean? So he got in trouble once, and then I think he got in trouble a second time, and then they held his passport. So now he's got a situation where he's down there. He's got throat cancer. It's like really bad. Like, you know, Alice tried to talk to him today, and it was like, you don't want him to talk, but you need to know the information, right? And it was like, so he's not doing good. But when he, you know, and he's had, you know, he's had the craziest time down there too, because you can imagine a guy like that in a small village in Portugal. He's definitely attracted a little attention here or there. But you know, he's
there's no healthcare down there.
No, I mean, he's never got himself, you know, properly lined up, and of course it doesn't help if they're cops are holding your passport. You're like, hey, just you need my passport? Yeah, it's at the police station. Like, that's gonna be a bad answer usually, right?
You know, it kind of sucks that on the planet Earth you need a piece of paper to have a doctor give you a little help. You know, especially in a country where you're technically a visitor. I mean, they should. I don't know.
Yep.
I'm such a socialist.
But yeah, it's you know. It's even harder because if you look there at that bottom number, the IBAN number, which is PT5, I can't even read it.
PT500045545640273510949009.
That's his what?
That's IBAN. Called IBAN number. That's what you need for doing international. You know, if you want to transfer money internationally, you need an IBAN number. That's all you really need. Whereas over here, it's a SWIFT code, right? You know what a SWIFT code is? Do you know anything, Dave?
No, these are two new terms that I've never heard before in my life.
Have you guys ever moved money around the world?
Nope.
With your 15 jobs, aren't you paying for a bunch of families
Well,
in
I
Guatemala or something?
I pay for like records
You
from.
know me. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, why would you think I would even know what the hell that is?
Well, anyway, okay, that's an IBAN number. Boom.
Okay, and then here I got the link.
And a Swiffer.
Isn't a Swiffer the vacuum that cleans your floor?
But yeah, Gene, help Gene out if you are. And if you're in Europe and you're in Amsterdam, Al's been running around talking to everybody, all the big wigs, Soma, Dumac, everybody. Like, come on, guys, step up to the plate. It's time to help our friends out. So hopefully he gets some traction.
Somebody should ask Yair.
No, he's asked. He's already put it out there and everybody, because it's like, again, this is one of our Canna guys. I mean, if you like AK-47, then you can thank Gene for naming it there. And, him and Simon, hopefully Simon's going to come through with something for him too, because they were partners for a while, and Tony and him were partners for a while.
See, this is
Oh, and I forgot the most important part, which was the most important part. Like, another quick Gene story is, so Annie Rieken, who is she used to live in Amsterdam. She was a friend with Rob Clark. She ran the Cup one year. Like, she ran the Cup the year that it really opened up again. Like, we did the initial thing, and then High Times was like, we're doing that. Like, fuck off, kids. You can't be involved because we're in charge.
It's ours.
By the way, we thought of this idea, and I was like, okay, we just made it better. Sorry. But then she came in, and it was perfect because it was like, oh, Annie's in charge. Oh, great, this is our friend. So she, when she was doing it, it was great. But she fucked up because she was completely honest, and when Arian in the greenhouse cheated, she told the newspaper, yeah, well, these guys cheated, and then all of a sudden it was like headlines on the fucking paper, coffee shop cheats, and so it was like, you think Arian wouldn't be a cheat? You think Arian wouldn't cheat in a contest? Are you kidding me? No, it was like, so she kind of she got in trouble and got fired from High Times, because of course High Times would never, be on the right side of anything. Fuck those guys. But in general, they, so when she was working for them, her job was to go around, and, do all the communications with the different coffee shops and all the seed companies. And so she went over to see Radar, and she said she got to the house, and he lived on the ground floor, right? And in Amsterdam, it's a Calvinistic country, so they don't use shades, right? That's part of the deal. Like, if you close your shades, it means you're hiding something. So you should just leave all your windows open so people can see what you're doing. So there's people like fucking, there's people doing whatever, and you're just like, what? You could shut the thing. Like, if you're on the train in Amsterdam, it's hilarious, because as you go by all these houses, you're like, a lot of people leave their things wide open, everywhere else, closed. But so she comes close to the house, and she's like about to go in, she's like literally about to hit the buzzer, and she like looks in the window, and she sees Gene, and he's got, what an Amsterdammer is, right? The poles that are in Amsterdam, so all the poles on the sides of the roads. If you're on any street in Amsterdam, there's a million poles.
Sure.
Those are called Amsterdammetjes, right? So he's got one of those in the middle of his living room.
Oh my gosh!
And he's got a gold football helmet, or spray paint. He's got a football helmet with moose horns. It's spray painted gold, and he's pretty much naked, dancing around, doing this dance, right? And she's like, I think I should come back another time, basically.
Or never.
And it was hilarious. It was like, the golden moose helmet was like the fucking story of all stories. For so long in Amsterdam, we just would, you'd see Gene and you'd do one of these, woo, and it was just great. But and also at parties and stuff, he did that, like the dance he was doing with the football, with the helmet, was the Gene dance. It was like, that is his dance. It wasn't like a joke almost. It was like, when you go out to a party, you'd see him, and he'd be in that mode, and he'd be like, he's doing it. Look, he's doing it. And he'd be like, woo, woo. So that kind of energy needs to be, stay on this earth pretty much for as long as possible.
Have you seen this helmet?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I saw the helmet.
Do you think it's possible if you gave a description to an artist, we could recreate it?
I just did. Football helmet, moose horns, spray painted gold. It's not hard to do. Not hard to replicate. But
Mark,
I was really hoping
15
we could.
job?
Yeah, you want to make one for us?
I'm good.
No, but I was hoping that I was like, first thing I asked Al is, does anybody know where the helmet is? Because we could fucking sell that bitch right there. That's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Yair could buy it for $15,000 right now. Boom.
50,000.
There you go. Now we're talking.
So here's the other link.
Okay, and then our other bone, Mr. Ricky Palomino. He's looking better now. I mean, this was him going into the initial surgery. He had to do a secondary one now, so he's recovering from that. But he's home now, which is good. You know,
Steve spoke with him a few days before he went in.
Yeah,
And, he had good spirits.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a warrior. He's he's a vet. So obviously he's been through a bunch, but like the things he's had to deal with is just crazy. And even when he told me about it years ago, it was like just the condition that he has. It's so fucking like stressful because it's not. First of all, it's heart related, which automatically stressful, right? And then it's like a genetic thing, so that's also stressful because you can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? And then it's like a doctor telling you, you know, just at any moment, your entire seam on your aorta will just dissolve itself. It just open up, you know. And you're like, oh my god, dude, this is fucking horrible, right?
You think, Doc, you can figure out a better way to say that so that I don't fucking do it right now?
But, you know, and he was doing stem cell therapy and all sorts of I mean, he's trying everything to make this thing, you know, to work it. And so we're just trying to help out homies helping homies. And then, you know, he also got, like, so he started to, and at one point, he was like, you know, I want to get the Ricky's Brothers Kush back. Do you think you can get it? And I was like, oh yeah, I got it. And so then we got my guy in Rhode Island to get me a cut and got it back to him. And that's how we kind of got the original plan. And Ricky had it all figured out. That's the thing. He had it all fucking figured out. You just have to get this strain going, get some money going. And then it was all for Ricky's health. It wasn't about being greedy or trying to create a brand to be cool. It was like straight up, this is weed my brother grew back in the day. Snoop loved it. We've managed to hang on to it for this long. It's a real OG. You don't get many, you know, there's so much watered down OGs out there. And then he went and worked with THC Design, and they completely fucked him over. Like, I was like, really? And he just announced it yesterday, so I can say it, which is, and I would never say nothing before that. But yeah, they just, you know, they didn't respect the person that they had and the genetics that they had. And then, you know, it's like, luckily, he's got plenty of homies too, so I'm hoping that it's gonna pop off real soon and do what it was supposed to do a year ago. It's like, you know, everything, you got to add a year to everything when it comes to breeding and when it comes to building brands or any of those kind of things, because it, you know, you never know.
Listen, if your accountant tells you that, you know, you can park a little bit of money in a charity somewhere, I'm pretty sure this is some type of deduction. Okay?
Oh, for sure. I think any GoFundMe is for this kind of a thing, medical condition or something like that, is going to be definitely tax deductible.
If you're in the position, this is a bro who is worthy of it.
100%.
Really worthy of it.
100%. You know.
I posted the links and Radar's IBAN number.
Cool. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to remember.
And it's 19 digits long?
No, it's more than that. I'd say it's like
4, 8, 12, 16, 21.
Yeah.
Digits.
Okay, cool.
That's, nothing big.
Excellent.
Nothing big.
Oh, wait. 21 plus 4, so 25 digits.
25 digits to midnight.
That is intense.
So,
copy paste. Don't be trying to type those.
Let's see. Oh, we gotta get an address. Give an address. Hold on.
Uh-oh. More information coming.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to run a show here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice.
Yes,
Trying to run a show. J-Lo.
What?
Tell us about the treat show while Adam is trying to run his show. Are we going to ever get another episode?
Oh, yeah. You're doing a classic podcaster deal where you're like, I'm going to do a podcast. And then you do one or two, and then it's
she does one every
was
week.
The kid your mentor?
What are you talking about? She does one every week. Like,
I don't get any.
It's not on our. She has her own channel.
Oh, she has us blocked?
No.
Well, I wish that we, you know.
She blocked us.
Sundays,
what was your last show?
Sundays at 7:10.
I update.
What was your last show?
We have a playlist on the Adam Dunn Show
Not
YouTube.
this Sunday.
You missed this Sunday?
Kauai.
Kauai.
What were you saying, Mark?
You went to Kauai?
No, Hawaii.
I was going to say, you were on the wrong
If
island.
you want to check out her show, you can go to the playlist that we have that updates every time that there's a new show on the Adam Dunn Show channel page. Just go to our playlists, and there's a J-Lo Treat Show playlist.
Thank you so much, guys.
I was throwing you a softball. Not
That
really.
was
How's Andrew doing? Mr. Hatch.
Oh, Mr. Hatch is doing well.
Tell him my floaty plant there is doing awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's got some plants for sale, actually.
Well, we're going to be doing Bar Terp Town soon, so hopefully we can get him down here with some new stuff. What you got over there? Some
I don't know.
soupy
I
soups?
haven't seen Telly since we did the Pepsi challenge.
Are you getting this to burn right?
Yeah, why? What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
It's not burning, right?
I can't. Are you guys hitting it?
I had no problem.
I think when you're not inserting it and with a twist into the O-tip and you're getting a little.
I don't know.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Got to show JLo how to smoke a
So,
joint.
Telly, bravo, man. I mean, that was. I mean, we haven't even mentioned who the other guy was, just out of respect, because you totally you trounced him. You know, that was. Did you tell the guys from Dutch Botanicals what you did? So I'm sure everyone is aware. Telly did a Pepsi challenge with equal amount of flour, fresh frozen. And he made a BHO extract, and someone else made a rosin extract, and Telly's BHO hit on every note. I mean, every note. And I was a rosin guy, and so he totally fucked me up. So what is this? This is
Gorilla Glue?
Gorilla Glue for...
Gorilla Glue.
Gorilla Glue?
Gorilla Glue.
Sorry.
Well, you bring it on a night that we're all kind of nasal.
I know.
Look at
Oh,
you.
wow.
That one is
got- what you got
The
going
show
pretty.
appreciates your donation.
Oh,
Telly.
thanks, Jelly. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, Dave will be the only one to smoke
Dave's
it.
going to use a spoon now to take out a little piece, you know?
Shout out to James Loud.
We have a tablespoon around here. Just a little bit. Just one tablespoon. No, it's not that much. One heaping tablespoon, I should say.
I had no idea.
Oh.
I was being truthful at that when we were with James
Oh,
and
you
he
still-
pulled out that white white rosin.
He's got that on his tally with me. He's got all the little things I owe him. So that's one of them.
Well, then put in our column the fact that I got him a nice photo op with Requiem and with Ed Rosenthal.
Oh, well, like Ed Rosenthal. Like he can't get to Ed Rosenthal.
No, I made that happen.
Well,
Ed and Jane are the nicest people. They were so much fun to spend time with. I think I legitimately pissed Ed off. Like I saw him.
I believe
Like
it.
I legitimately
did?
got him. Oh yeah.
for what?
Your humor? Your humor got
let's
to you.
just
Your
say
personality?
You tried to up him. You tried to one up him
No.
on his
we
cleverness.
my shtick I do at the conference
Oh,
where I
speaking
go,
of which.
"Hey, is that Adam Dunn?"
Oh, you did that to him all day?
And and I did it one too many times.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Enough is fucking
Nice.
enough." I'm like, "All right, I get it."
Yeah, I would have said that probably like 10,000 times, but you're lucky I just let it go. We got another one. I got to send a link to him right now. Hopefully he can jump on.
I'm sending Ed Bagels. by
Did
the
you
way.
see, did anybody notice that there's a Danny Dank OnlyFans now?
Oh, no.
No, it's on Instagram a
Dank,
subscription.
it's Dank OnlyFans. Yes, it is. It is.
Oh, my gosh. That's a good one.
Huh? Whenever they want, cause yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Let's see.
That's still. I'm looking at his face as an opportunity because he didn't say 6 o'clock. He could come at 8. Here we go. I think we have confirmation.
MTI is so good to us.
MTI is the nicest guy in the world, and now he's flipping me off. I give him compliments, he flips me off. I think
Hold on,
we
I gotta
might be
send-
related.
I got to send the link to our boy here.
Links
Links.
Good
to your
boy.
boy.
You boy.
To your boy.
Let's see.
So let's throw a little thing in here. If you're a breeder out there who legitimately sells your genetics, you should reach out to us at dundeal@adamdunshow.com, and we will send you information on a new project we're working on.
The NF Seeds project.
NF Seeds project. It is the first Web3 based seed bank based in the blockchain, which will transfer funds to the breeder instantaneously upon purchase of genetics. No waiting 3-4 months. It even comes with an option to have an NFT created for your genetics. So if you're interested in something like that, please reach out to us.
Yeah, make sure that you use Adam in the show's actual email and not Dave's.
Poach the Poacher? Dave the Poacher?
I said
Yeah.
done deal at
Make
adamdunshow.com.
Yeah. What'd you hear?
Oh, I was just cops are us.
Oh.
I was just making sure.
This is a real project here. This is NFCs.
I said
This is
to
Kyle's
email,
project.
you know,
don't
the
think that
legit
at all.
show. I was just talking about you personally, not the show.
All right, Danny D. Let's get him on this. Let's get Danny D over here. Let's get some fucking New York in the
Danny
house.
Danko.
Yeah.
You
the stanker.
Did you get
the
to see
stanker.
him?
Hold on a second. How much
he
do we
might
have
be
to
on,
pay him?
He might be on his OnlyFans page right now working it. So we got to make sure. We got to.
Well, I was going to say, why don't we just buy access to the OnlyFans and go right in and see what he's doing?
I can't believe it. I can't. He's the first one. First guy, take the plunge. He's like, fuck it. I don't care.
No, Telly has had his own OnlyFans page for a long time.
He's doing
now.
like one of these belly rub things and skateboarding around naked or something. I don't know what he's doing. What do you think he's doing?
I'd like to know the last time he was on a skateboard, though. That would be the question I would
Come on,
ask.
don't
him.
even. Why would you? When was
Because
the last time you were on rollerblades?
It's 10 years.
2 weeks ago.
There you go.
More than that. More than 10 years.
Yeah.
Wait, rollerblades?
Yeah, exactly. Rollerblades.
No.
Those are the things you put on your feet.
No, we use those to play hockey.
Yeah.
That's even longer then. Even
Nice.
longer.
Oh my.
So what time did we say that Devin the Dude is coming?
After 6, I said,
30.
didn't I?
30
Now it's 5:28. That's before 6.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's it. We pissed Adam off. He's walking off his own show.
Yep.
And the Vinmeister is back with the Buchakis. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh. This is exciting.
I
we have
know.
a full studio today.
There's a lot of people here right now.
So did you get to see Danny Danko while you were in?
He wasn't in Spain.
Oh, I
No,
thought
no,
he
Vinny.
went.
Vinny. Hold on.
I thought he would have went.
Just hold on.
Who did you see that was your favorites?
Hold on, Vinny. Huh?
My favorites?
Yeah, it's in Cannabis.
I didn't have a favorite. I enjoyed meeting Ramon from Grass City and seeing how the Dutch sort of... the Dutch smoke cannabis different than we smoke.
How do they smoke?
They mix it with tobacco.
That's what
and
I'm talking
and I'm
about.
not for that. And not at all.
You would be for it in like 2 weeks of
Nope.
smoking that way.
Nope.
You'd
Well,
be a
then
changed
shout
man.
out to Jack from The Plug, who runs an amazing coffee shop in Amsterdam. The Plug 3 at Roosland 16. You want to go there if you're in town. You want to hit up Katsu. Katsu had some amazing haze. Why do I keep forgetting? What's the haze?
Oh,
Adam?
we got it. We got him.
What's
we
what's
got
the
him right
haze
off
at
his-
Katsu?
Which one? Haze
real-
one, Haze
no.
one, they call it. There he is. Oh, fresh off his OnlyFans page. Danny Danko, live in the studio. How's it going?
Hello.
Are you wearing pants?
Yeah, no, obviously. I mean, he's got that would cut down on his. You know, you have to put him back on.
Show.
Again.
Are you wearing pants?
I am wearing pants. They're
Then what-
sweatpants, but yeah.
What's the deal with this OnlyFans I hear about that you have?
I put the word out, dude. I helped
it's
you out.
just
I put the word out to
subscriptions.
everybody. They all know you got the OnlyFans page now, so they're all
Look.
stoked. They're like, yes, finally.
I got an independent production. You know what I mean? I gotta take it where I can get it. And so I have subscriptions. They offered me it on Instagram. I said, okay, fine. Let's see if anybody's interested. But so far, no takers.
Mark, use the show's credit card.
Yeah, we should definitely get on that one.
Come on.
It'll be like we can pay just to do what we do.
Wait, so Instagram just asked you to do this?
I think this new, yeah. It's
They
a
just
new,
offered, monetization of some kind. I don't know. I'm just experimenting these days just to see what's out there. I don't know enough about
what's
that
the deal? Like you have to pay a certain amount per month, or is it per visit?
It's like, yeah, it's something like you just choose a level and people can pay it, and then you give them extra content, similar with Patreon.
Dance monkey
or
dance
any other.
content, or what? Like, hey, okay, here I am. I got you.
I mean, in my, for me, it would be like, grow advice for beginners, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know,
people can contact you direct on their Instagram, and you can.
I think so. Yeah, it's something like that. And then, you can also put exclusive like video content or audio on there, like anything else. just to try to get
What have you added to your
following, a little, group.
Well, what content do they get if they go on the Dank
Well,
OnlyFans?
like I haven't done it yet because I don't have any subscribers there. But on Patreon, I put up videos and audio exclusively just for the people that subscribe at different levels.
But if you do,
on there.
do the same on
You guys have a
Instagram,
Patreon?
yeah, we do this. Yeah, we don't do any exclusive. Our thing is you can hang out with us after show. We do after show.
Right,
party.
right. Yeah, so that's great. Anything you can do that's, added value, extra content kind of thing,
And that's when all the really crazy shit goes down. JLo gets
right.
naked,
And
gets
you
all
and you
naked
build a
on-
community,
Woo!
like I've been in the
It's my
chat. I
favorite.
know how it goes
Oh, you have to
down
get Jay
in the chat.
OnlyFans. She's got a page
I know.
too. It's Jay Only.
It's Jay Lonely.
Oh, Jay Lonely.
You
Sorry.
didn't expect that he'd invite you
Even
on the
worse.
show and let you talk, did you?
What's that?
No.
So we were also just I know you're not watching my show, so I'm gonna have to tell you, but we put up well, it's not a GoFundMe because it's in Europe, but we put up a IBAN number for Gene. Gene, of course, from Amsterdam. Gene, the dancing machine with he's got really bad throat cancer right now, so we're trying to get him some help. So if you can go back onto the show, pull the link from there and put it on your thing somehow.
We'll send it to you.
Try to
Yeah,
help out.
send that to me. I'll definitely do my best to.
Because we got
Yeah,
so Al from Katsu Al, he's like running around Amsterdam right now, hitting up everybody, trying to get them to donate some cash to, because he's like, yeah, it's serious. So it's one of those like, we're trying to help a homie, and I gave a little AK-47 story, because Gene was the guy that actually coined the phrase, right? Coined the name.
Oh wow! Oh, I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah, he was. It was about the flowering days.
47 days flower.
Right.
And we were
Right.
like, and Simon was like, this one was 47, this one was 52, and then Gene like walked in the room and he's like, AK-47. And I was like, that sucks. I told him it was a terrible name. You're gonna fuck it up. You're gonna fuck up the industry, bro. It's like, you don't want to make people think of guns, bro. I was totally on that tip. Sure enough, most popular strain Simon's ever done, pretty much, so.
And think of the rep you would have if you were the guy that convinced him not to do that. And
Now
he
nobody
picked
would know.
something else.
Yeah, he called it some flower
somebody else would've-
flower puppies or something. Yeah,
Would have grabbed it.
that didn't make it. No, but it was definitely like one of the, because Tony is not the kind of guy who's going to come up with AK-47, right? And Simon just called everything S something, because it was like that's it. That's his whole categorization. So he had S1, S2, S3, S4, S5, S6, S7, S7, F9. So that was it. Just kept going. So he didn't ever come up with names in the beginning, and so it was pretty funny. But there's some history for you. You can lock it in your book there, Danny. The origins
sure.
of the AK-47.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah, I should mention I ran into Rosin Dogs at the PIFCon
nice.
last weekend. That was fun. We had a good time in Brooklyn.
Caesar's in the room right now, so we've got New York representing.
Nice. Yeah, Caesar was there too.
I know. It's the first thing I asked him. I was like, "You got PIFCon?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, nodded slowly and said, "I was like, Smokey, huh?" He's like, "Yep." I was like, because I saw some photos or videos and stuff, and I was like, "Damn."
Yeah,
There's some lack of
there's another one
ventilation.
there. Another event on Sunday, same location, called Circle of Flora, that
I saw that.
myself and Kyle Cushman and our friend with Jerome Baker,
Yep.
they'll all be there as well. And now
Tommy was in town. Tommy was in town. I saw that.
Yeah,
It's
I
going
saw
off
that,
in
yeah.
New York right now. You guys are going hot and heavy.
Well,
Yeah.
How was the flower?
At PIFCon?
Yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah, I actually got to judge as well. And I mean, people have a love-hate relationship with haze. So if you love it, you love it. And I happen to like it when it's done properly, when it's grown right. I think there was a lot of bad haze out there in the old days that gave it a bad name. But
Yeah.
when it's done right, it's amazing. And I got a lot of stuff done. I know it's a cliche, but I ended up actually getting a bunch of housework and things, to-do list, stuff done that week that I was judging as well. So, as you get older, I think you can appreciate those type of
That's how I literally. That's how I would
effects a little
literally.
more.
That's how I would literally tell people back in the day. I'd be like, "Look, adults like haze. Children want all these fucking sweet shit. Like it's like an old man weed basically. You're smoking.
They're a fruity
right.
poly hybrid. The kids these days.
Yeah, well, it was interesting. There was definitely some entries that were like, not haze, maybe haze related, but not.
Yeah.
But for me, if you're gonna call it PIFCon, and I'm a judge, I'm going to be judging it based on how well it represents the specific terms, PIF, Pude, that, Miami, Dominican, Uptown haze, from that I remember from the 80s, late 80s
and I think
90s.
the reason that they lasted so long is because of that same fact. Is like people who were older who appreciated it would smoke that for like hand over fist over anything else, whereas younger generations of smokers
smell this for a second. I'm going to send a piff.
We're always looking for the new thing, right? Looking for the new thing, and they don't appreciate that particular thing because it's like almost like land races too. When people smoke land races, if you're expecting to get blasted in the face with all sorts of like front end terps, you're off. You really have to go like you have to do the old. And go like, whoa! I do get
and it's so much more about effect too.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get that piff goes back to Amsterdam. I mean, that's an NL5 haze.
As they all are, all the winners.
So it's interesting. They just had that kind of that thing in Miami, that particular pheno, and then
it's the thing about haze too, though, is really. A very small percentage of them are going to be the ones, so you really have to do a lot of filtering before you ever so people now, of course, if it's a haze like a super silver haze or something like that, you'll have a better chance just because it's like a lot of work's been done for you on those ones. But when you go like with the true haze strains that are like maybe 5%, 10% might be the ones, you know what I mean? So that means there's you have to have the ability to throw away a lot of stuff and kind of keep searching. I think a while ago I grew the Nigerian. It was kind of had that vibe, you know what I mean? It was like kind of, but to me, that I like it more classic Neville's, like almost irritating to other people because it's so sharp, you know what I mean? And it has like on the inhale and the smell. I think it's it's got that incense vibe, which is awesome, and it's like it's definitely the most satisfying when it comes to like proper joint weed. You know what I mean? Like it's like you can walk out of the room, come back in, and it's got like this aura of like it's funny because our friend Andy would be like, "Fucking smells like Amsterdam in here." I'd be like, "Yep, this is it right here." It's like straight up, you get the total nostalgic Amsterdam feel from it. You know what I mean? Because it's like once you, especially smoking it there, like yourself and me.
Hey Danny, how would you feel about helping out the NF Seeds project? Coming on and being a little New York representation to discuss the benefits of getting everything onto the blockchain.
Naked.
I'm putting you right on the spot right now. You can only say yes.
I'd have to know a little bit more.
You can only say yes.
I'm not. I'd have to know a little more information.
Know that Adam and I are involved in it.
Just relax. Yeah. No, I'm interested. I'm intrigued, but. When it comes to blockchain stuff, you got to be careful. Like,
we want you to represent it.
So name on this.
It's not
a lot of other.
It's all Danny Danko. He said so. Danny said to do it.
Are getting in trouble.
I never got my seeds. My seeds came crushed. Danny Danko did it.
Wait, you crush seeds?
I do. Yeah, on purpose.
We admitted it. That we admit when we make a mistake. Okay, you just got to own it. You got to own it. Danny's
definitely responsible for all the people who don't get their beans. That's how we're going to work it into the program. It's going to be perfect. What else? So you guys got a busy month coming up, though. I think I know that Jayson in town. That automatically means just parties. Right? It's gonna
be where is he though?
He's doing
he's in Japan or something at the moment.
Right, and then but he's also helping over at the THC NYC. That building?
I hope. Yeah, I'll find out soon enough.
Well, they have a spot. He has a temporary sort of setup going on there while he's. So, if you go to that build, you know what I'm talking about, right? The old
I've seen their
Urban
like,
Outfitter.
Instagram.
Urban
What
Outfitter.
Jason are you talking about?
Jason Harris.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Pinsky.
Yeah,
Oh, I was-
because he
oh, we
went to
switched up.
Tokyo. As soon as he said
Oh,
Tokyo,
that
that's
Jason-
what I'm like.
No,
wait
no,
a
I was-
fucking second, we're not talking about the same guy.
Oh, we are not talking about.
He wouldn't.
No,
I was,
Jason
I was
Harris,
talking
yeah,
about a guy
yeah.
with talent.
Yeah, Jason.
You guys were talking about Jason Pinsky.
No.
That's a
Jason
totally
Harris will
different
be at
thing.
the event.
That's a totally
Jason
different
Harris-
type.
I was not talking about him. I recognized that
Oh, you-
Danko
oh.
realized that, and I'm like, you would have never called him Jason.
No,
first off,
no.
Okay,
Right.
so that would
Okay.
have never happened.
Ah.
Oh, this is the right time to say, everybody, click that like
Oh, yeah,
and
we're
subscribe
20 minutes
button
late.
because
30 minutes
this
late? Oh.
section,
Yeah.
this segment is sponsored by Pinsky'sMyBitch.com.
Yeah, let's go there.
Okay,
Wow.
so
Okay.
everybody, click the like button for us. Something's working. 150,000 people
Did you
listened
see
to
him
us
try?
on SoundCloud last
did you
month.
Did you see him trying to fucking give away his table at some restaurant in
At
fucking
Peter Luger's?
No, in Cali
No,
at some
LA.
at some LA restaurant. I was like, man, if I was there, I would fucking go in there in a heartbeat and be like, yeah, I'm here for Jason Pinsky, and then I'd just be the biggest douche you've ever seen, and they'd be like, don't ever let Jason Pinsky back in this fucking place.
Oh, wait,
ever
he had
again."
a reservation
Yeah,
someplace and
yeah.
said, I can't make it?
Yes.
We should have
So
flown
funny.
there.
No, I just was on the way here. I even sent him a thing. I said, I would love
Fuck.
to take this just to ruin your fucking rep.
Hilarious.
It would have. He
You
left.
should-
left it.
You know
left
when
it
you
wide
do
open.
that?
Yeah.
You know what you let him know?
What?
You pay attention to him.
Oh, he loves it. Exactly.
loves it.
It's. You know how many times Cece has still told me like, oh, you think he's gonna get mad? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, Cece, I've had a conversation with him. I said, you have to let us know if this is...
No.
And he's like, I'm going to be fucking honest with you. I love it. And I didn't believe him. So I spoke to some of his friends. I'm
They
like,
love it too.
For real? For real?
For reals.
I mean, you've seen the pictures of what Adam does to him on there?
Yeah.
I mean, like they wouldn't even allow some of that stuff on Pornhub.
Yeah.
Only
Well,
with
we
Dan-
did a
only
whole
on
roast.
Danny's.
We did a whole.
Yeah, we did
a
the roast.
roast.
Exactly.
I was there.
Yeah.
Remember what
Yeah.
I said to his mother?
Yeah.
I,
Yeah.
I don't want to say
Yeah.
that.
I don't.
All right,
But
I
yeah,
said I fucked him
Adam,
in
you
college to
mentioned-
his mother.
Whoa.
Adam, you mentioned a busy April.
Oh, yeah.
It is going to be busy. I've got grow classes like throughout the month. There's a grow class April 5th at Work and Roll, which is a great location in Manhattan. Another one on the 15th of April at New York Hydroponics, hydro shop here in Brooklyn. And 420, of course, is coming up. We're going to be at the Blue Point Brewery out in Long Island. They're like a cannabis-friendly brewery in Long Island. They did a collab with Sherbinsky at one point, and they have like a dab bar at the brewery.
Wow.
So I'll be out there for that. Our friends at Long Island Glass and Shakedown Street out there, Brian and Joe, they're all involved in that. So that should be a fun time.
Jenny.
And then MJ Unpacked is going to be coming to New York at the end of the month, 26th, 27th, and 28th. So we'll be a part of that as well. And then, of course, May 5th, I'm doing a big a grow class at Work and Roll, followed by an after party called Cinco de Danko. You guys, this is a
Oh, now we're talking.
this is a scoop for the Adam Dunn show right here. I haven't mentioned this at all.
Cinco de
But it's
Danko.
called Cinco de Danko. It's May 5th in Manhattan at Work and Roll, which is a cannabis-friendly workspace and event space that's awesome in Manhattan, in the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. And it's going to be a grow class from 7 to 9, and then an after party, and that'll be the Cinco de Danko portion. We're going to have people out there, and it should be fun. And then the day after that, I'm flying to Amsterdam to do some stuff over there. So it's gonna
You
be
said
a-
you said and you said you were going to be busy. I thought you were.
Yeah.
Now I realize you're lying.
Yeah, no,
that's
I
a
mean,
common.
it's,
That's a normal month for me. No, I'm just kidding.
We call
sounds-
that
Takes-
April.
Yeah, no. April's
Right.
crazy. It's funny too because I was talking to my graphics printer guy that I talked to, and I was just like, how's it going? How many people are calling you with the, I need this. He's like, dude, it hasn't even begun because stoners all wait to the last minute, and then they're all like, how many days does it take to do this? You're like, it takes 15 days, and you're like, what day is it? It's like, it
10
is
days.
April 4th. You got 1 day gap. You know, what I mean, fuck. I have to go home and make this all work. So we got Jenny and JJ coming in from Dutch Botanicals.
Hi, fam.
Hey,
Welcome to the show.
Hello. I'm so happy to see
Truth
you.
be told, J-Lo is responsible for getting Dutch Botanicals here. She got me in touch with Jenny, and we spoke. We were going to have like the whole Dutch Botanicals crew, but then you threw the Devin, the dude.
That's what happens
monkey
around
wrench.
here. You know, I don't make a flyer purposely until Thursday night, because if I do it any other time, it's all wrong. It's like, oh, that one's not showing up, and these other 4 people are coming, and so I know how it rolls.
The team is so excited to come over
Is her mic on
next
good?
Friday, so definitely that's a great time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
We're
that's cool,
looking
and
forward
we're
to it.
local, so I figured we can always adjust like that, you know.
Yeah, you didn't fly into town or anything like that, and got a hotel where J-Lo told you to go, so it was really expensive. You're
Totally.
local, so good.
This is this worked out perfectly. Thank you, Jay.
No, thank you.
And thank you, David. Thank you, Adam.
So where are you guys based out of?
We are in the city of Aurora.
Get right up to the microphone.
Yeah, we're out in Aurora,
Cool.
like way out, right next up to the Buckley Air Force Base.
Oh, right, that's a cool spot actually.
It is.
I like that area. I just took my kid to the Air Museum that's there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it's and then we went to a little restaurant on the corner. It's definitely like a good use of space as far as all the vibe out there where it used to be. You know?
Oh yeah, you like go out and take a little break, and you look at it, and then you got like all the different jets taking off, giant helicopters taking off and landing. It's super cool.
That is cool.
Dig it.
How long you guys been open for?
We've been open for closely to 4 years after I took it over.
Nice.
And the whole product line kind of rolled out to the Colorado market for about 2 years.
Yeah, so about 2 years ago, she opened up Living Soil. We used to just be, cocoa based, and she opened up a Living Soil. I took over last year in October as the head grower, and then last December we rolled out our full line last December of the Living Soil live rosin and live rosin infused products.
Nice. That's like hitting all the proper notes. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
people are, and it's going to be interesting to watch because you guys are like kind of the 2.0, I don't know about what it would be 2.0 or 5.0 or whatever, but you're definitely fitting the next model that people haven't quite
We'll find
grasped.
out.
I think so.
Is
We'll
this
find
your
out.
packaging?
Yeah, that's actually what we released on our release
nice.
date. So it's a gift box. If you open it up, we have a gram of rosin. We have a cartridge, a half-gram live rosin cartridge, and I put in some flour in a really nice jar that Jenny helps design.
Can she open it? This is the question.
I know. I
There she
always
goes.
do
Doot, doot,
this.
doot, boop, boop. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's really easy, actually.
Oh, good. There you go.
Adam,
Very
I'm gonna
nice.
dip out.
It is
Hey,
a
okay,
really
all right.
beautiful pattern.
Thanks, ma'am. We'll get as many
Thanks,
people to
Mr.
watch your
Danko.
OnlyFans. I can't believe you did it, bro.
All right, so
Take care.
just before you go, it is the subscribe button on Danny's Instagram page. You're not going to find him on OnlyFans.
No, you do have
Or
to go
you're
there.
thinking about starting your
Okay, can you
first
see
crop.
this?
Yeah, it's
perfect
gorgeous.
angle.
Good, Jay, we
Gorgeous.
actually
Wow.
brought you a jar
Peace,
here.
y'all.
This
Oh,
one's
my
for you.
God,
Thanks, Danny.
That's so nice.
Wow.
So beautiful.
So yeah,
So
that's
how
our-
many-
Holy shit, this is a product you sell?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
that's actually a second new, or that's the second of 3 different jar designs we've put out.
Gorgeous.
That is gorgeous.
The first
Feel
one
it.
was a lot like the design on the front on that, and then on 420 last year we released 4 new jars in 4 different colors.
Wow, those are beautiful.
Yeah,
That's like
Thank
the
you
most
so
unique
much.
jar I've seen yet.
Yeah, that's definitely classic.
Oh,
And-
you're going to hit a market for this for sure.
Just the
this
package.
is like
Thank you.
everybody in Boulder, in Aspen.
Oh, you
Screaming,
got it.
You
it's
know.
screaming Aspen and Boulder,
Yeah,
obviously.
people
Cherry
go crazy
Creek.
for the jars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Manitou Spring, Denver,
You feel it has a
yeah, Colorado Spring.
wave feeling.
I
on
almost
it.
like her for a
Oh,
good
yeah.
jar too.
So inside that jar is one of our more popular strains. It's our New York cheesecake, and
Is that the same one? Oh, no, it's a different one. Yeah.
in both jars it's the same. Yeah. So
okay.
that is a hazelnut cream crossed with Kemi Jones.
That's a good combo.
Yeah, I was gifted those seeds
The,
by
the hazelnut
that's
cream
JJ.
is that hazelnut cream is
That's
fucking,
JJ.
I know it's JJ.
Yeah, I used to. So I used to work with with Verde Natural and Dab Logic and JJ and
Oh,
Julian.
look at that! All good people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
All friends of
I'm
the
lucky.
show.
I learned so much from them. I am so grateful of everything they taught me.
Yeah, it's
I really wouldn't know how to sort of hunt for hash strains if
There's that
they
one.
didn't teach me.
So nice.
Is this a cartel party?
Yeah, no.
But yeah, I was lucky enough to be gifted that some seeds from him, and we have one that's the New York cheesecake #1, and then I have another one, New York cheesecake #3, and they both have one. This one is pure, almost like pure hazelnut. It is like it's hazelnut with a little extra like gas to it, and the other one I have that I didn't have enough that. The other strain I had was a little green on the cure, so I didn't want to bring it. But that one is like the perfect 50-50. When you get like the perfect gas from the Chemi Jones and it like sweet cream from the hazelnut cream. So
That's awesome.
Would you mind I talk a little bit about the jar, the function of the jar?
Tell us.
Beautiful.
Okay, so the design of the jar is pretty, and
Very pretty.
it presents the culture that I grew up with, and also the functionality of the jar is beautiful. That's the thing that I want to talk about it. So it is airtight, and because
I saw
we
the
want,
seal on the bottom. It's nice.
Oh yes, this sealing, we have the designers come back and forth 5 times to make sure that the thickness is perfect. So when we close it, it's airtight, and also from outside you will see it will seal all the way to the end. So it looks seamless.
Wow.
Because we want to do the airtight design, so we didn't put child-proof into this lid. Purposely for Colorado market. As Colorado during the winter time, I came from California, so it's totally
Oh, the
different.
weed just dries out like crazy here. Yeah.
Right, it's
Right.
so quickly to get the wheat dry.
It's so true.
Yeah, and with this jar, you can have your flour in it for a month, no problem. It will continue to
you
cure
can continue
in this jar.
curing in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's completely non-porous. It gets dark. So if you wanted to, even at your house, if you had a little nug and you wanted to keep curing it, you can keep going.
I know lots of ladies using it for their jewelry.
It does look like a container that you would want.
And it's one of my biggest pet peeves in the industry is the waste. You know what I mean? It's like people like, especially back in the day when it was just like everybody had plastic. Pop, 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 you know, like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just like your whole house is filled with them, and you're like, is there anything we could do with this? So I was always thinking of, I was always like, if you can incorporate either a secondary use for it, or
Totally.
which is like, then it all, you know, and also it makes your dedicated people, you'll know how to like. If you go over to their house and you see like 400 of your jars on the wall, you're like, "Hey, nice to see you. I know you're."
We have people who've collected every color. You know.
I bet.
I
thought-
have, yeah.
I
Go
thought
ahead.
he was going to say his complaint is that he has no place to put his jewelry. That's so awesome that you're.
Yesterday, I had one of the store manager call me and say, Jenny, I want to share a beautiful story with you. I said, what's that? He said, one of the customers came in and told us that she had a dream about this jar.
Oh my god.
She had a dream about this jar.
JJ looks
I
unconvinced.
believe it.
That's ladies, right?
Yeah,
when
that's
we
the
when we
ladies,
see
I guess,
something
yeah.
that we love, we
That-
we are so generous about sharing the personal experience with it. Yeah, I appreciate it.
So is the idea then somebody buys this and then there has to be a childproof thing around this to sell
Yes,
it?
there's a
Living soil,
bag.
I see the bag, which which is
Yes.
a classic.
And also within that bag, we can put in lots of educational material about what is living soil,
That's
why
good.
it's good, and what is Dutch Botanicals, why it's special, and some stickers that our fan can collect and
Yeah.
appreciate.
That's good.
Just have
It's
fun.
a good marketing angle too, because it's even more of a waste if you just like there'd be times where people would buy like 3 grams in overpackaged stuff, and then they put those 3 grams inside of the thing to leave the store, and you're like, really? That's even more waste. So
Right.
Totally.
if you're going to put it into an exit bag, it's good to use that as a marketing tool.
Totally,
'Cause
totally, yeah.
Again, it's the moment when they open the bag, you want them to
Appreciate.
experience, and you're starting their experience at that point too. So if
Totally.
their experience is a black bag with a thing inside of it, that's not much of an experience.
Right.
That cost you $2 at one point in time. Remember when they wanted to hit you up for that walking out of a dispensary?
Yeah.
And the beauty of this jar is no matter later on where you travel or where you have your stuff, if you just in case get your friend's flower or some other flowers, you always think about Dutch Botanicals standard.
Right. And also, if you're traveling too, it's like this in a bag is not looking like a thing of weed too. So for most people, this would just they'd be like doop a doop, you know. So it doesn't attract. It's not like, oh, okay, you know, it's all trying to be run of the mill stuff.
Yeah,
It doesn't have a sign on it that says only filled with Dutch Botanicals cannabis.
Yeah, but it's really gorgeous. Who did the design work?
We work with the designer, and we work with a couple of different designers, come up with the design. So next Friday, I'm going to bring the whole set. We have customers that
next
start
week's
to
we're gonna-
collecting
Yeah.
Whoa,
the whole set of the dirt.
My wife will probably want to come next week. So I'll show. She'll be watching. She's watching the show now, so she'll probably be like, "I'm coming. Check these out. Yeah, these are gorgeous."
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
is there any hidden kind of secret messages in here? Because you got all this stuff.
Oh,
Did you have
thank
any-
you so much for the questions. Okay, so I besides this one, we have pre-rolls, and all our packagings come from the art of Tanka. And the Tanka is kind of the art that the 2,000-3,000 years ago, the Tibet Buddhist, that how they practice. And when they practice, they use cannabis.
Yeah.
So all our packagings actually come in with the culture things. And every single tanka come from Buddhists. It send the good message to the family. Some tanka means healing. Some tanka means beautiful message. And some tanka means healthy. So with sending, we sell about thousands of pre-rolls every day. So with that part of packaging, I feel like that's awesome.
And then
Sending
also
lots of greetings.
the design on the box is also, people think it's a temple. It's actually where the,
Here you go.
what is it? Can you see the box there? Let me show you. But it has a secondary meaning to it. So you have the mountains, the sea, and the land. So it's where all three meet. So that's the other hidden message in the designs.
Yeah.
This grass is so sticky, it's almost pulling the skin off my fingers.
Thank you. Yeah. A little bit about that pattern. That's our original design
Yeah.
for Dutch Botanical. So I belong to a nation that we were the last nation rule the dynasty back in China.
Wow.
And that pattern is allowed to be used by the royal family and very high rank officials. So by putting those print on it, I feel like it's part of the heritage and how much that I want to honor Dutch Botanical and my team to serve the community.
It's like our royal seal, our royal stamp on it.
So beautiful. And Jenny, she's so humble, all of you guys, but I feel like your facility is a big facility that you've had to go through the process of building it out and starting from the beginning.
Totally.
I feel like it had to be a pretty challenging process, honestly. And as another female in the industry, like creating a brand like this yourself, not, with your team as well, but really starting with this vision. I had the privilege of walking through Jenny's facility when it was at its beginning phase, and
Oh, yes.
just seeing these transitions, though, it's been incredible, and seeing how much you really care. Like, you really, really care about your product, your team, like you said, your facility.
We do care.
Yeah.
We do
Well,
care.
the proof's in the
a lot.
flower.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
yeah.
you. And we have some rosin and some rosin cards to try later on as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got some rosin in that box too from a new pheno hunt, big old pheno hunt that we did. Did a test for Caesar, and yeah, we got some new stuff from him. And then I got another pack that I was hunting, so we could take a little taste of that.
Did you guys ever start like with a different medium and have to go through like learning curves or anything with just like adapting in the building and within your
Definitely.
company's quality?
Definitely. So the building is
Wait,
like,
you didn't get it right the first time? What the fuck? Mark gets everything right the first time.
So the building is like literally just like a little office building. We actually share it with like defense contractors and stuff that don't make life easy often.
It's not a good
These
neighbor.
guys,
That's a
you
great
know,
combination right there.
they make life interesting. But we have, very limited water supply, for a grow. We have basically regular basic office building water supply, like super small water supply. We had to do a huge upgrade to all the power.
Yeah.
And then the drainage. You know, if you're building out a grow, make sure you have a drain in every room.
That's so true. None of them have them though. Like those expenses.
I have floated up to my ankle as of 2 months ago. So life is hard when you don't design it yourself, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we started off. Sorry to speak over you, but we started off as a cocoa, and then we still have a cocoa hybrid hydro that we call it. So we do living soil type organic practices with our cocoa salt-based products. So,
We'd love to
I
get
like
you in
it.
touch with our soil advertiser, Bio365, and they'd love to compete for your business.
I've worked with them before.
Well, just to pretend
That's
like you never
awesome.
did, and then go back to them. Adam Dunn show.
Yeah, I
said-
wasn't disappointed.
But now we'll just get you a better price.
Yeah, and we can get you a
Nice.
sample palette sent to you and
Yeah.
get it
That's
rolling.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
Like a
that
palette.
should-
Try it.
like that makes it work.
do
So
it
then you
up.
get a little test run going in this, whatever.
Totally. And talking about technology, we are always open mind. Always open mind.
Right, that's a huge
Yeah.
thing with
Talking about the change, the challenge, and the learning curve. That's JJ's part. When he joined the team, we already kind of having the basic stuff.
Right.
When I first got this project, Jay, you have seen those moments. We didn't have basic stuff. We didn't. When I took over this project, I was one of the small investor in this project, and the previous team failed. So messy, and people decided to walk
sticky.
away.
It's really sticky.
And
Almost
and
like
that's
paper.
where I came from, California, and tried to run this, redesign the building, and build all the rooms. And I think the most valuable decision that I made those days, and after I talk professionals like Jay, after I talk some other professionals in this industry, and I think I made a great decision of having living soil.
Yes.
Having living soil. I think that's
For sure.
It's
at
the
that
future.
time.
It
Right.
is 100%.
At that time, I thought it was the future, but now it's the current in Colorado market. It is the
Yes.
current.
No, like I said,
Good.
it's the evolution right now.
We should get them on the shelves at Green Farms Med.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You
So
guys do
Green
med-
Farms
you
Med
do
is
med- you do med or
7-year
just
living
rec?
soil.
We are working towards our med. We are just rec right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they,
I think
that's how it works.
I
Dave.
think
That's how it
everyone
works,
should be
Dave.
moving.
You can
towards,
transfer now.
Not yet.
You can
until-
transfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, starting
absolutely.
from January, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
transfer. And I really appreciate MED open up that option.
Yeah.
Give us lots of opportunities to serve both rec and medical community. That's
great.
awesome.
Yeah, because it's the only, like our sponsor Green Farms, they're living soil also, and it's
Nice.
it's up until recently I was like, yeah, it's pretty hard to find, but now it's starting to get, it is like, it's becoming the option if you want to really, spend your money wisely, because
It's cheaper. It's better, like to run. I mean, it's just better tasting. I think I had never heard about it until I moved out here, and as soon as I tried living soil, I was like, oh, okay. I'm
yeah, I
good.
mean, it's just
Not that,
it's a
I
slow,
love it
it's a
all.
slower situation. You just got to take your time. It's not, run, rinse, repeat, run, rinse, repeat, run, rinse, repeat, run, rinse,
Right.
repeat. It's get the ball rolling and keep it going. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's for some people because also the indoor thing throws people. They think like, oh, well, it's indoors, and it doesn't. It really makes it's all of the difference at the end product. It's a world of difference.
It really is.
And it's the most important part too. It's the stickiness, because that's what was missing in Colorado. It was always dry.
Yeah.
Everything's dry. And if you grow with salts, your weed just is not as sticky. It might be sticky for the first day or so, but then after a little while, it
Right.
loses it. Whereas the all the live, definitely all the living soil stuff, it just has that quality that it's like longer. Everything is just like organic food. It's the same.
Do it right,
You have
you know.
organic milk compared to non-organic milk, and then non-organic milk goes off really quick, and the organic milk lasts for a month and a half. You're like,
Right.
how is this happening? It's because nature's kind of figured it out. Oh, this is a tip, and then you can
I think
use it.
without getting into your
do
guys'
it.
You have to twist when you put it in.
Jenny doesn't often
excited.
combust. She's usually
Oh, this
just
is how we-
heart
this
is
or
a
edibles.
class.
No
She
peer
would.
pressure.
This is
You
how we
can-
can get our guests
No,
completely.
let's do it,
like,
What's the strain?
It's
Yours.
our
It's yours.
hazel. It's
Yours.
or it's
What's the strain?
it's the hazelnut cream times Kimmy Jones. The new
If just in
cheesecake.
case I get high,
Just in
I got
case.
you.
let's have fun.
What do you mean just in case?
I have a feeling.
So
there's no just in case. Right?
So the living soil, what we were having a conversation, me, JJ, and Julian, and we were saying that like living soil really does lend to like the full genetic expression of a plant. So you grow something in living soil versus growing something in cocoa and feeding it salts. You have very much the same terps, but everything is fully expressed. Yeah, exactly. All the little terpenes that you wouldn't get, like you were saying. So it's like you're getting every little bit out of it. That's how I.
Well, it's like if people grow with House and Gardens, and people grow with Botanicare, or people grow with Canna. Their shit, regardless, there's no way you can't. Like, you look at it, some of them are better than others, but most of them express more the same potential parts of the same. Like, if they have all the same within them, they will be exactly the same. And if they're completely different strains, of course, they're going to have some differences, but they're muted. Everything's muted a little bit, you know. And if you do like you're saying in living soil, the full expression is what you're looking for. Same with outdoor plants do the same thing. Like they have, if you grow an outdoor plant in the right soil, you get full expression if you're in the right place. And you're like, holy shit, I've never seen the plant do that. Like indoors, you're like, it's not the same plant, right? It goes outside. Sometimes you got things that are, slow and, have a little thing, like a little bushy, whatever, and then they go outside and bam, they shoot up, and you're just like, oh my God, they've been waiting for this their whole life, you know what I mean? And kind of living soil sort of does that indoors for most plants.
The little metaphors I always say is like it's like CrossFit versus some like steroided up big bloated guy, or like the other thing I always think of, it's like it's Rambo versus Drago. You got you got Rambo, you got the all natural. He's out in the woods chopping down
what he's
stuff.
talking about right now?
Oh my God!
And then you got Drago just pumping it.
I must break you.
So basically next week we guys are going to have a big rager up here. So looking forward to that. We have our next guest coming in. For sure. She is here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. See you next week.
You'll have half the show next week.
For sure.
Yeah, you guys.
And next week we can have a great review.
Well, exactly. And now you know our beautiful space. How gorgeous! Don't tell them, but how gorgeous it is.
So, yeah, we will bring the whole team.
Bring the team. And we'll get it all cleaned up.
We'll talk about your goodies more too. Next
that's
year.
awesome. I really appreciate that.
No, it's beautiful.
I'm
absolutely
really
beautiful.
when it comes to cannabis, I love thoughtful things, especially when it comes to like this. This is literally going to save people a lot of money, because there's so many times you buy weed, you don't smoke it quick enough, and then you're like, what the heck is that?
This is the way that we care our products and how we present the good quality.
Yeah.
And this is kind of care that you pass down to your customers, and all the customers, they can see. Yeah. And I think that's the part.
I love it. It's beautiful. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, Jenny.
Exceptional. Thank you so much,
JJ.
Jenny.
Thanks, Jenny. And then, so we have Zarilla in the house.
Thank you, Jenny.
Gonna have her come on in a sec.
Sorry, I wanted to see if we could get Jenny's dress in there really fast.
Oh, thank you
Could you see the front of her dress on the camera really fast? It's like the packet is so pretty.
A picture, and I asked her that, do you think our community would appreciate the art like this? I dressed up. So I went back home from farm, shower, and dressed up for this event. I think this is part of the culture, and I think this is a part of the culture that I would appreciate, and I want to bring to the community as well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenny.
Classing it up. You're classing it up around here.
Classing it up.
Get her to come on now? Yeah. Cool. Oh, okay. I mean, because I think what he wanted was filler. No, just to have fill-in time, because you know how it is. You're running around like a maniac trying to
Well,
do
it's
stuff.
okay. Now we're getting into the danger zone of getting bumped again. So this is fun with Devin.
No,
we're not gonna get bumped.
They're taking bets in the chat. Okay, just so you know.
Yeah. I saw like $2, and then I saw $5.
$5 is moving up.
I like how they'll pay more to bet that we won't have a person than they'll pay for Patreon.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
But they should pay for Patreon, because
Yeah.
there's lots of awesome things over there, including, the after show that we do after every show that we do here. And then I put up a monthly DJ mix.
Vinny.
Shitty Jamie's Chicken Beer and Vinyl Hour.
Vinny.
That's always a good time.
Vinny.
We need more Patreon
Vinny.
members, subscribers.
Yeah.
And
there.
there's all kinds of extra goodies to be had. I'm going to post a link in the chats here.
Thank you. No. What are you doing?
Oh, I thought you was
No,
pointing to the
oh,
chair.
yeah.
I don't know
Come
what's
here. She
happening.
can come there. That's
Yeah.
perfect. No, he can come here. We have two. It's fine.
That's 2 guests, one
Yeah,
chair each.
that's how it works. That's how it works around here. What's going on, my friend?
I'm Ray.
Welcome
Ray,
to the
nice
show.
one. There's your mic. Got your headphones. There's a relay in the
Right
house.
into the mic there.
How you doing?
All good?
Yep.
All right.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank
welcome,
you.
welcome.
Hello.
So, I was talking to Jason earlier this morning, not early this morning, but on the way here, and I was like, "Yep, first thing I thought of when I woke up is, how's it going, Jason?" Because you know how it is, try to pick people up at airports and get things on time and start gigs and all. But because he mentioned you a couple times, and in the beginning I was like, we've been trying to get Devin on the show for like 4 times, and I was like, let's just stick with Devin, keep it simple. But then he goes, hey, then I was like, who is the real Ed? He goes, oh, that's Red Man Chef, Edible Chef. So I was like, oh yeah, of course I want her on the show. What are you fucking talking about? I thought it was a rapper or something. I didn't know who it was off the top when he asked me, and so then I realized I was like, Edible Chef, of course we want her on the show.
It sounds like it's 100 times better than
Yes.
Snoop's joint roller. You know, like that. I'd rather have your job.
That's what I was
It's pretty
talking
cool.
about.
What's an edible chef?
So, I really don't do edibles. I cook like 5-course meals, lobster tails.
Oh, you're his
a
chef.
chef.
Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I thought he mentioned edible chef, but I think if you're his chef, that's even better. So yeah, he wasn't been doing a lot. He hasn't been consuming so much lately, anyway. So he'd be sitting on the sidelines. He'd be like, no edibles. No. So that's cool. You've been how long you been with him?
Well, I'm not his personal chef. I just cook for them a couple of times. I cook for multiple celebrities.
Oh, that's okay. Nice. Where are you based out of?
I live in Las Vegas.
Okay, well then that's nonstop. Pretty much could be anybody at any moment, right? Mm-hmm. How long you been there?
11 years.
Nice. We got like with obviously with Jerome Baker crew and all those guys, and I'm sure you've crossed paths with. And we, Vinny, that's Vinny Vegas right there. So he was back there. What years were you there?
From about 98 to 2010.
Yeah. So
Okay.
he did his stretch, and then he's like, "I'm out," and he came this way. But yeah, Vegas is crazy, especially when it comes to throwing parties, and I mean everybody's there trying to do things.
So when you're cooking for, you said multiple celebrities as well. It's like, isn't that
Name
like,
drop.
isn't that such a crazy amount of pressure though? It's like one thing to like already be, feeling like critiqued on food, but to have that be your consumer.
Yeah, most expensive is the one that put me on. I was on 2 Chainz show.
Dang, it's awesome.
Most expensive episodes.
She
Nice.
was the one who
There's no
cooked the
chance you
ribs for
brought
2
lobster
Chainz.
tails with you tonight, is there?
Nah.
Did you get to prepare some of the most expensive food for them? Or is that
Nah, today I was just out here for judging.
Oh, sweet.
I was getting a break.
Did we get you before or after judging?
No, they're all prejudging.
This is before judging.
Oh,
We're headed
yeah.
there.
Look how
ready.
clear-headed they are.
Get ready.
Well, we started last night, so we're still continuing on. So
We welcomed her to Colorado properly last night.
That's what we like to hear.
Hopefully you're drinking lots of water, so the altitude's not a problem.
something like that.
We keep her hydrated.
Hydrated. Good.
It's like there's water in that.
It's a liquid.
It's somewhere in there.
And what are you doing?
I'm really like her, a friend of hers. She flies into town, so I came up, picked her up at the airport,
Oh,
and
nice.
hang out with her for a couple of days. But other than that, when I'm in the Springs, like I personally set up hot boxes. Like for New Year's Eve, we do a hot box event.
Yeah, go close to the mic. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard of hot box stuff.
We do those, but other than that, yeah, I'm just here to help
Yeah,
out.
they're dangerous. Me and Devin Granny hosted one. Was that the first one?
That was the second one in 2018. We did
man,
think
I couldn't even
120
last.
grams of concentrates and 2 pounds of flowers, and just filled the venue.
That sounds perfect.
Well, you're
what
a
are you
chef.
using- what
I
are
want
you
you to
using
have one
for
of my
that?
bagels.
Huh?
You
For the
make sure you
coals?
take one of my
we
bagels.
use hookah
Oh, you
coals.
you
Hold
did
on,
that?
yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Is it infused?
No.
It can be.
Yeah.
Always can be.
Everything.
No, we
I
used
love it when
to-
someone says that.
We'd infuse. We would infuse the cream cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah, instead of the.
Yeah, you don't want. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to.
Exactly.
But I would love for you to take. Make sure you save some bagels.
Yeah,
Nobody eat
don't
'em.
mad rush on the bagels
Yeah.
over there, people. Look at them. They're all lying. They're
And my
going,
cookies,
they're going
too.
nuts over there.
All lining up. You see, they're fighting. Take it easy.
No, we got some good, all quality snacks over there for sure.
Do you have any things that you really like to make?
Probably the wings.
I was about to say they're my favorite. Her wings are phenomenal.
Really?
Probably.
What'd you say?
Her wings are phenomenal.
Wing, like chicken wings?
Yeah.
It's like one of my
Did I
Kind of
mention I
known for
went-
knocking people out.
I went to
Well-known
Syracuse
people.
University.
Dang. I need some of these wings. in
We
my
won't.
life.
We won't name drop. We won't tell on nobody. Snoop, Method Man, Red, Chris Brown, Drake,
They all go night night.
Cardi.
Dang.
Oh yeah, you can't. There's no like hero doses of edibles that usually end up in nothing but passing out. Like it could be as hardcore as you want, but it catches up to you at one point, and you're like, pfft.
Yeah.
Well,
we,
you seem like
we have some buchakis around here, don't we?
Yeah, they had a little taste.
Oh, they did.
They
okay.
always give
Those
me these-
buchakis are pretty. They're
The
pretty good.
chocolate's pretty good.
Yeah, they,
I'm waiting for it to kick in. I got a high tolerance,
I'll be
so
like,
we gonna see. He gonna get the feedback.
Well, the thing is, usually, because our whole thing is like, we do the show every Friday, and almost every Saturday we wake up, and the first thing I think is, fucking Vinny, what the fuck? I have to call Vinny and tell him how much food I ate last night, because I'll get home and just be like, rah! Like I'll wake up in the morning and just be like, what the fuck did you do? You got home at 11, and you pretty much just ate everything in the house and then passed out. That's just pretty much the standard. Can't help it.
They do
That
make
sounds
you
like a
hungry.
great night.
we call it Friday.
Yeah, no, Fridays are rough. Like that.
Okay.
I'll be like slurring on the show after eating too many edibles. Everybody else will be like unfazed. I'll be like
there's
annihilated.
times, there's many a faded J-Lo on the show
Yeah.
where she's just like eyes closed mid-show. We're like, uh-oh.
Yeah,
Let's not
they're stronger than
glance
people
over
think.
chicken wings. Okay. Next time you come to town, that's we're just saying right now, chicken wings.
Oh, what do we
we
have to
almost
do?
have a fryer
What
next
do we have
door.
to do?
You
No,
know,
we're never going to have a
No,
fryer
no
next door.
fryer.
we'll do it outside, but we'll give you a venue to make chicken wings.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
Outside.
Mark loves
No
chicken
problem.
wings.
I do.
Yeah.
I love chicken wings. Dude.
You guys are getting way too excited over chicken wings.
No, you
That's
don't
all.
understand. You don't
Yeah.
understand.
No, I
don't
don't
think you do.
I don't.
And they're good chicken wings, and they get you baked.
We need to do it. So what I do with my food, I try to go out my way to make sure that you can't taste the weed. Like a lot of people think, oh, if it tastes like weed, that's the more potent it's gonna be. Those are all lies.
No.
So
Well,
I go
no,
out
the
my
most
way.
potent are the ones you don't notice, and you just go woofing
Exactly.
it down, right?
So I go out my way to make sure that you don't taste it at all. So you kind of forget that they're infused. So you're just eating and eating. The next thing you know, you're wasted.
We did do a 5280 challenge where four of us what did we do? No, it's the three of us, me, you, and Rob, did 1,900 milligrams each.
Ooh.
Over the course of our show.
How did that turn out?
It was all right. We did the show.
Did you complete it?
These are for you guys, but open them up, and then basically it's a tip. It's a tip that you can, as we share the joint, you
need a
keep your
new
own
one.
tip, and then you put the joint in that way. You don't have to you're still not
Very cool.
sharing shit around.
Very
you know?
cool.
So good for events like you're going to,
Yes.
because those are the times where
Nice.
you're
Kind of
like,
like the old mouthpieces for the bongs.
yeah. So
Yes.
so when you're when you're sitting there with 40 wooks going like, maybe it's time to
Everybody's
use
drooling.
my yo tip. She almost got us COVID. So
Oh, that tastes good too.
there you go.
She had COVID sitting here, and we didn't know, and we didn't
and
get
we
it.
used our tips and we didn't get it. So that's
It's true.
proof is in the pudding that you probably
can
want to
be
use.
glob squatting.
Use the
Oh, wow.
tips.
No, let's not just say it's not going to prevent COVID. It did for us. Whether or not she was shedding virus, we don't have no idea. But we're not making any medical claims right now.
Basically,
but it was cool.
We smoked a joint.
Yeah.
On the show, several joints. Next day, I got COVID. Like, oh shit. Then
It did happen like that.
But we all, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, then I was like, and we
Yo,
just had
tips.
them on the show, and we just had them on the show, and I was like, holy fuck, those things work. You know what I mean? They just fucking paid their way right there in one day.
I'm flying to Europe in 3 days when I find out about it. You know,
Yeah,
so
it would have been it would have killed us if that happened, right? So
Yeah, I would have taken down
shout out
everybody.
to Yo Tips, or it's YoTip.com.
Oh, they're listening. They actually pulled the clip of you saying it saved us from J Lovid, and it's on their website right now. So if you go to YouTube,
Guys are dicks.
if you go to YoTips, it's totally on there forever. J Lovid is now going to be added to Webster's dictionary.
It's another condition.
It's a co-host COVID.
Yes.
I've got J Lonely fans, J Lovid. I feel like all my nicknames are not quality items.
Well, I didn't want to feel left out because Adam came up with J Lonely, and
Just an,
Lonely fans, J
yeah,
Lonely fans.
fans. And so J Lovid
I
just
have
sounded
negative
so right.
subscribers.
She pays to have the count.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't matter. 10 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, she's going to find a way to go back to a 5-star resort on Kona.
No matter what. No
There's
matter
just
what.
no question.
So you have to
tab.
do no work for the next couple of days. You're just on fucking party mode right now.
Well, every day is a work day. Seems
Oh.
like.
You know what's going to happen. You're going to get because they're doing it because you're not doing the dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, so
but
you're
I'm
working.
not. Well, I'm not cooking. I'm just judging.
I know,
weed.
but aren't they doing a dinner like in 7 o'clock?
Yes.
But you're not doing that. Okay, you're loving life. That's like the one moment. Except you're probably like highly critical. So you're gonna be. I can already. You're gonna be like, I could have done this better. Oh man, they fucked
Always.
up. Oh yeah. So it's like the curse of any industry, right? Whenever you know too much. Like,
Well, hold
you're
on.
like,
I'm going to ask a question to your PR guy over there for a sec. Did you reach out to a bunch of restaurants, tell them you had a celebrity chef in town and, want to get some... Because I'd have been reaching out, man, just to say,
when she's in town, we try to keep her to ourselves so we can have like last night was a
He's trying to work her. He's trying to work. He's already got plans. He's
Last night was
like,
a
I got all these
family
chicken
night.
wings. I don't know what to
Smoked.
do with. They're about to go. I gotta do something with these 900
No, last
chicken
night was
wings.
just a chill night. I don't usually have, when I travel, a lot of chill nights. So it was just a real no work, chill night, chill with the fam, just chill.
We literally just put clouds in the air.
Seed.
Yeah, it's definitely
Nice.
Seed.
I got a
Is
question.
that their weed?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, when you get invited to these events, what's the minimum party and what's the maximum party?
Minimum, probably about 500 people,
Wow. That's a very high minimum.
something like that. The most people I've done at one time was probably about 3,500.
Wow.
You cook...
With the staff, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That's
Still,
like
that's
directing an
serious.
Yeah, but
orchestra.
I got a dope manager that does so much for me and know the recipes that it frees up my time.
Yeah.
So I can
That's-
be me and
no, that's serious.
entertain,
Because cooking on scale is like a lot different than cooking, for 6 people or whatever. It's like it's
very.
fucking, you have to have the experience, and I was working on catering for film crew, so it wasn't very big. It was like maybe 100 people, you know what I mean? But it was also 100 snooty people that all want fucking that are all expecting the highest level shit because it was movie crew shit. But it once even out at 100 people, you have to start thinking.
It's a lot that goes behind it. People think it's just that easy, but it's
Oh.
not. It's a lot of preparation.
A hell of a lot, and it's timing. It's a lot of. It's literally like not fucking up and having
Very
like,
time
this is
consuming.
all wilted. Like what's going on? Like oh shit, you got to pull that out last. It's funny, but it's I like. My wife and my kid, we were cooking all the time, and I get into my little fucking mode where it's like, because you just like you gotta think like it's put you as a chef or when you're in you got to think high. It's like the same deal, cross contamination. You got to think about all these like smart shit, things that other people aren't thinking about, and you're like, dude, you don't want that's what I'm trying to train my kid on is, that smart, just like, look, you can't do this with that until you've done that. You've got to go wash your hands before you do that. Like, there's just protocol, you know what I mean? And
Yep.
it's like you got to get it to the point where it's just second nature, because otherwise, you just risk.
But after doing it for so long,
That's what-
you find your rhythm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like you're not gonna skip the most important steps, but you're definitely gonna skip the bullshit steps because you've
I'm gonna
already.
give that to my staff.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Now, are you classically trained chef, or did you teach yourself?
I grew up in a big family. I never went to culinary school, none of that. I just grew up in a really big family. Always in the kitchen with my grandmother and my aunts. We always cooked on holidays. Was really special for our family. So I just hung out in the kitchen and just picked up on it.
For sure.
Oh, please cook for us the next time you come to town.
For sure.
Oh my gosh, when I make my bagels, everything I do by recipe. That's how
Yeah.
I had to start everything. I was
Is
not.
it like a grandparent recipe that's passed down?
I got it from a friend of mine, and I sort of manipulated it for
Put your own
altitude.
twist.
Yeah,
All right.
I can do sourdough too, but I don't like keeping it around because I'm throwing it away all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I love sourdough. Yeah, but totally lost my train of thought. Whatever I was saying.
Do you ever make
Shit is burning. Whatever's in the
desserts?
oven's burning, bro.
Is it burning?
Yeah. There you
Yes.
Do you make like little treats and things?
Yeah, I do like cheesecakes, the Z butter cakes.
God.
which is like a caramel that I make homemade and it's super potent. Summertime I even do an ice cream. UFC fighter Chuck Liddell, he really likes the ice cream and I only have it in the summertime. Yeah, I ran out a little soft serve machine. Yeah.
This is so impressive. I could not believe.
So
I got a machine.
Since you're in Vegas, did you ever hear
Let's do this.
of the legendary Chris Bliss?
No.
You never heard the name Chris Bliss? Mm-mm. Okay, it's interesting because, I mean, he's from Vegas originally, but he was the guy who put out. He's pretty much the guy who put out the first like stoner bars, and things like that back in it was around 99. What was it? 98.
90. Yeah.
98, 99. But so him and Mickey, who from
No, it'd be 2000.
the Fuck You Mickey Awards. Remember Mickey? He died. But they were the ones who kind of pushed the envelope, got into High Times, you know, put it out there. They came to Amsterdam. I was based in Amsterdam, right? And so they came out there, and I was like, holy shit, you're the guys who made the stoner bars? I've been wanting to try these so bad, right? And they had Keef Cats and stoner bars and all that, and they brought them to Amsterdam. I'd been living there already for 10 years, so to me it was like nostalgia of just because you can't even get Kit Kats in Amsterdam, right? So I was like, just the idea of a Kit Kat, and now it's fucking gonna get me high. I was like, oh my God, right? And so I was like, dude, you gotta come out, somehow you gotta come out here, right? So then he did, but they pushed it, but they also got, like, I guess him and Mickey had some issues. They split up, and then Mickey kept rolling with it. And then he got busted, and it became a big case because, of course, you're enticing kids when you have candy bars and stuff. So he was, so they were, you know, famous in the industry, infamous technically, more than famous, right? Mm-hmm. But he's from Vegas originally, and a lot of his homies like Jason, like Jerome Baker and all those guys, they're all friends and stuff. But it's one of those, like, he literally missed out on the entire thing that he had done, which was, you know, he connected the two things, which is like, you know, and he brought it out as like a proper product that really, you know, stood out, and but he was in just a little too advanced, and he ended up, you know, he got in trouble. And when you put things with labels into the world that are not legal, you just you're leaving a paper trail every day, right? You know what I mean? And so he basically missed out, and now he could be doing everything that he's doing, and he unfortunately kind of went off to the end and didn't make it to the fucking finish line, which sucks. But he's still out there. So if Chris Bliss is out there listening, fucking get your shit together and get your fucking brand back.
Bring it on
down
to
definitely know
Vegasville.
Jerome Baker.
Oh yeah, if you ever meet up with them, you know, you hear Chris Bliss is like legendary within our industry, with our age group guys, just because he was like out there at every party, doing everything. And I had some great stories with him. Like he went to he got into doing chilies. He was doing a chili cook-off, and this was up in Connecticut because he moved to the East Coast. And so we're at this. He's like, "You want to go do it?" And I was like, "Sure." Like, whatever. I don't eat chili because I don't even eat meat. So I was like, "Chili, no. I won't eat it, but I'll go hang out with you guys." Right? We get up there, and it's like, you know, it's a Sunday in a small town in Connecticut, and Chris is like, you know, 90s child, and he's kind of coming in with his deadhead gear, and he's got his pot and his thing, and he's ready to set it all up, and he's got his things cooking, and he's got like duck and all sorts of stuff. He's trying to, like, he's going in it to win it, right? He's like, I'm taking this fucking thing. He's like, I've got 4 kinds of meat, and he's like working it. He's going as hard as he can. He's got his guy helping him out. Things are rolling. At one point I go, like, I'm just going to take a walk over, you know, I'm going to go check out some other stuff. 5 minutes, I'm gone, right? I come back, the tent is flipped upside down, the chili's gone, the fucking Chris is crying. Like, I was like, what the fuck happened here? He's like, dude, there was like a squall came through. He goes, well, this is where it all started. His friend, and this is the kind of, you know, this is where you know it goes wrong, tied his pit bull to the stove. Right? This is like a cartoon. So, like, it's just in the middle of a field under a tent. And he's got the dog. And he's like, what should I put the dog to? And he puts it to that. So then, the squall comes in and, like, lifts the tent up. Dog freaks out. pulls the thing, flips the thing over. Dog goes, "Oh, wait a minute, is that all meat?" And just turns around and starts chowing on all the meat.
Oh, damn.
Right? And I come back and Chris's whole world is just crumbling, right? And he's trying to figure out how to fucking scrap this together. He's like, all right, everybody stand around me. Like, and he's like, trying to figure out how to like scrap it up off the ground, get it on top. I'm like, dude, he was trying everything he could do, and he's like he got like some tarp out, and he was like trying to scoop it up, and it was just like, dude, it's over, bro. It's over, bro. And it's over. He was like, and he literally tried to enter. They had 2 categories. He's like, I can't do that category because I'm out. I'll do the one with no beans. I can still do that, right? So he goes in and starts prepping a whole new thing. And he's like, I can do it. Comes in, and somehow in the whole thing, he missed a single bean, right? And the guy, he hands it to the guy. The guy's going through to test it, and it was like there was officially a no beans part. And he goes, and then you saw like a single bean float up, and the guy's like, oh, disqualified. And I was just like, dude, how did this happen? But yeah, it was a sad story, but it was just a classic Chris Bliss, you know. That's how it goes. But I'm sure you know plenty of people like that.
Pac-Man?
Yeah.
We have games next door.
Yeah.
Still a quarter.
We wish
Yeah.
we had.
Soon.
We will.
One day.
So.
Anyways.
So you know, so it's funny. This will be the official 4th time if it doesn't happen. But we've tried to have Devin 3 times on the show, and like, 2 times on the show, and 1 time in 2007 in Amsterdam where I booked him and he'd missed his flight, and he never made it out. And Rico flew out there, so I had Rico land, and my friend Big Mike, who actually I'm going to give a call to now and tell him to call in. But my friend Big Mike, who is buddies with him from Houston, was like, hey Rico, where's Devin? He's like, dude, he missed his flight. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm not missing my fucking trip to Amsterdam, of course. Like, fuck that, you know. But yeah, so he missed that one, and then we were supposed to, and actually Consumption Park is where we need to hook her up with for Vegas, because our friends are doing Super Bowl next year, big huge rager there.
Oh, Red's added it.
Oh yeah, you're already in it. I don't even have to tell you.
We just did the Arizona.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, I forgot about.
We
that.
just did that.
Yeah.
How was it?
So she was just there.
It was pretty cool. It was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of smoking.
Bunch of noobs.
You know.
Yeah, it was a not.
Lamar Odom was there too.
That's cool.
It was pretty cool.
He flaked on us too. He was supposed to come on the show. Yeah,
Really? He was there promoting. He got like he got his own strand or something up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We had a 30-minute
think-
talk with Reg, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That was one of those times that I ate too many edibles.
One of those times. Are there buchakis?
There's a few.
No, she's already had them.
No,
Oh, you
I
want
haven't
them.
had one.
Oh,
no.
He's like, where's my?
No buchaki's
Where's
here.
my buchaki?
I mean, I didn't know if we were saving them for Devin. You know.
Wait. I feel like when you're preparing for these really large events like that, like, how do you staff, or like how do you seriously even begin to calculate like quantities like that for people like that? Can I ask that?
It's called math.
Yeah, pretty much. You just figure it out. You know how much you need of what, how long it's gonna take, how many people you need to prep it.
Are you using like bigger bowls or bigger equipment, or using like more of them?
She's getting
Probably
into the
more of
she's
them,
getting
but the
into
real
deep
big ones. But a lot of them, though. That's why you got all those extra hands. Like right now, I have a staff of 16. So,
16? Mm-hmm. I feel like I've worked in kitchens, and that's the most like hostile, crazy environment ever. And like, I can't imagine if you're like, with that
chef.
type of pressure, that many people. It's got to be wild back there.
it's good. It's not that often. Like, that shit is tiresome.
Definitely.
Man.
Well, you're the first in and you're the last out. That's just the way you get used to that after a while. You're like, fuck. It's like, I guess I got to get up early. You can't get there late, that's for sure, because you got to be there prepped already.
Oh, yeah.
And you're definitely not getting out before anybody else, because you got to fucking break it all down, right? So it's a life. It's definitely a repeated situation where you're like, oh, well, I guess I'm not going to get to go to the after party, right? Because I'm going to be doing this.
Do you have like a little test thing that you always make a noob chef come in? Like you want to see him do something just to see how their skills are or whatever?
Before I hire them?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. What's the deal? What do you have to learn?
Well,
Good knife
you
skills?
Have to, nah, you have to have like the common sense. Certain foods like make some chicken, bake it without me telling you. I want a lemon chicken. Okay, I want a cake, but I want it to taste like strawberries and chocolate, but I need it to taste like both of them. Like I put them through little tests like that to see how good they are. Because I mean, when you're cooking for A-list celebrities like Celine Dion, you can't make them bullshit. And then with my prices, if y'all saw the show, I mean, it's it's not for the weak. It's not cheap at all. So you're talking $500 fucking lobster tails. So
you can't have people. You can't have people spacing out and making them all rubbery, and you're like, what the hell's going on
They
here?
can't be one-trick ponies. Only make bagels.
No, I don't think that's gonna work.
I gotta try these bagels.
Is there like some? Do you know biscuits and gravy? Just like a solid.
Does she know biscuits and gravy? I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say.
Of course, I have my grandma's recipe.
I'm gonna say she's.
I just did up her shit and just infused it.
That must be sick.
Yeah, it ain't nothing I can't infuse. I get people throwing me like, "Yo, I got this brisket. Can you do this for me?" And all the time. So far, it ain't been something I haven't been able to infuse yet.
Well, how about share a biscuit secret? Are you does everything need to be frozen?
No.
Okay, good. That's a good answer. I don't, because I can't. I tried at freezing everything and freezing the butter and everything, and I fuck them up. So now I just melt the butter, I pour it into the flour mixture, and mix it with a fork, and it makes little clumps, and then I slowly add flour till it gets to the right consistency, and I got biscuits.
There you go.
Interesting.
I bet her biscuits.
Dave's on his high horse now.
better
You notice that? See,
than
he got
yours.
really excited.
I'm sure they're good.
Okay, I'm all right now.
Finally
okay.
Doing something right.
You finally got something right. You saw that.
I want some of that right now. Gosh. Sounds so good.
Have you had these bagels?
Oh, I eat them almost every Friday. They are delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not helping my spring bod, but they are delicious.
She just came back from Kona in a 5-star resort and spring bod.
I'm trying to get springy. You know, when you get into the 30s, stuff starts sinking.
Right.
Can I get back to the 30s?
I wouldn't know anything
It's
about
not
it.
as easy.
I'm 27 forever.
That's what I like to hear. Cheers to that. Did you know I'm 27, Adam?
Really?
How many restraining orders by 27?
Amateur hour.
It's a real number. Just so you know. It's a real number.
One's from Dave.
I like donuts too. Cops like donuts and bagels, especially those from New York. You
We
know,
say that Dave's always a cop,
yeah,
but we actually think he kind of is.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all. They're all. It's this whole place is wired for sound and video.
Late.
I think
He's coming.
All right.
He's coming, guys. Relax.
Is he coming?
He just
I'm
picked
gonna
him-
meet him over at the house at the little venue.
He literally just picked
We'll
him up.
be
He's
right
bringing him
behind
here, and then
Do you think that you could sneak us in? I'm just kidding.
Let's go. You guys better come.
sneaking in. We're already going there.
I just thought it was really cute. So I'm sorry.
I got you.
That's really nice.
I
Thank
totally
you.
forgot about
I'm
that.
going with her.
What's that? I totally forgot
Did you?
that we were going over there. Yeah.
What, tonight?
Yeah, so I didn't alert any of my cop buddies, so everything will be fine then.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You're a cop, a flat
Do you
foot,
read
a
the
bull,
shit?
a dick, John Law, you're the
That's
bud.
what I was
You're
asking
poison, you're
about.
trouble, you're bad news.
No, Jason said he just picked him up. He's coming over here. He almost threw a curveball. He's like, should I bring him there, or do you want to do it at my spot? I was like, hell no. There's no way we're setting up our studio. at
No,
your
Mark could do that.
Yeah, Mark, break down the studio, set it all up so we can do it over there.
Just real quick.
I was like, no, come here.
For the second time.
Yeah.
For the second time. It's over 4 years. I think I saw him mad
Out of
tonight.
your head.
I think I did. I think I saw a little smoke come out of his ear, and I heard him. He did one of his things behind the curtain where he's like, "The fuck, that fucking fuck."
And how long you been back? A day.
A day.
So it took you one day.
Oh, it did,
to get
yeah.
back
I was
under-
already-
He got right under your nerve, right
Yeah.
under the skin.
Right in my day off
Yeah.
after I
Wasn't
got
me.
back.
He was pissed at someone else.
Oh,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it wasn't me.
okay.
Wait, let's see. It wasn't Vinny.
No.
It wasn't J-Lo.
Oh God.
It wasn't
Oh
me.
God.
Damn, dude.
Okay.
Dang.
Moving on.
Check out
Moving on.
We got a tough crowd. We're working through some shit.
We're family. we rag on each other because we're family. That's the way it
It's a
is.
vibe.
That's the way it is.
Okay. Meat. Isn't it hard to cook meat for like lots of people once again? And like, isn't there like safety, like concerns, risks that go into temperatures of meat? Do you feel fearful of these things?
No, because you always have to keep a log. You always have to check your temperatures. I still do that.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't have to, but I still do because I don't want the people after me. So I make sure.
That's classy. I feel like
It's hard to keep the consistency when you're doing it for a lot of people, so you got to make sure that everything tastes the same because you're not cooking it all at the same time because you can't have like 100 pans in at one time.
it'd be like 1,000,000 degrees and wherever you were cooking, everybody'd be fainting.
Yeah, it is. I take a lot of smoke breaks.
That's a secret right there.
Yeah.
It's funny because Vinny and I were talking earlier about because we have a spot next door which is a coffee shop, so we were talking about we gotta get the nitrous installed, of course. You know, I gotta bring in the nitrous for the whipped cream because
I
that's
gotta come
obvious.
back and infuse your coffee.
There we go.
Oh, for sure.
I already have that. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Go to zbacon.com and then you can see a lot of stuff. Teas, seasonings, all that.
Zbacon.
Zbacon.com.
The bacon.
But we were talking about, I was saying how when I was growing up, my friend worked at Carvel, and we used to go in the back and just get on the tank, and but you have to be in the freezer, so it was never fun because it was like you're cold, and then you're like wow, cold. That's all you could think of. So you never really it wasn't like chill. And then Vinny was like, yeah, when we were at our spot, we always had to go smoke weed in the fucking walk-in because it was the only place that had the vent. You know what I mean? That would suck out. So there's always a way, and everybody who cooks pretty much smokes, as I knew. You know, when I was growing up, it was always like that was like the and it was for you know, it was like you had a short break, you smoked aggressively, and we got back to work. You know what I mean? It was like, it was funny. It was a certain style. It was like get out, and then most of the real chefs, high-end chefs, they end up doing a lot of coke, and then they fucking flake off because they don't have any taste buds left because they're fucking. Weed just enhances everything. It slows everything down a little bit. Now you get back into the room, and now you're fucking ready. You know what I mean? Like. And you're like hyper focused. You know?
I'd bake like, I don't know, 5 dozen challah bread.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'd have to raise the temperature of the oven. So after I took them out, I'd go into the freezer and get blazed. While all my bagels are proofing, you know, because I knew exactly how long it took. There was nothing I can do.
Nice.
And the freezers are the
we know
greatest
that
thing
guy.
for that.
Oh,
We might know that guy.
There's Tommy.
Hey.
I signed up for your page just now, so we're good.
Nice.
Oh wow.
That's such a great picture.
We've had Tommy on the show lots of times. He loves it. It's always fun because it's.
That's the episode right there.
Tommy always comes on
Expensive.
for 30 minutes and spends an hour plus. He told some interesting stories last time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's always good. It's always a different show, which is great. You know what I mean, it's like we don't. It's not like
Oh,
we
he's funny. He's a character.
He's our hero. He is an absolute reason why we're here. He is. It's one of like 3 people. It's Cheech and Chong, and who else? Right?
See, I was thinking bacon, like bacon with an IN at the end. That's.
Z's facial moisturizer. That's
You have a new customer right now, by the way.
the salve. There's all got the honey. There's all.
We even got
kinds
some CBD lube too.
Who doesn't want that? I like how everybody's just like all traumatized the second you say that.
Well,
The
we're
girls in the
looking
room
to
are
you
like,
for
everybody take a
acknowledgement.
breath. Nobody panic.
Well, I
we
just
talk
knew that
about
it was
it?
going to go off the rails all of a sudden. That's all. I was just like, oh, great. How's this going to go off the rails?
So
now?
is the lube? There was a CBD lube, right? That from a company, but if you read the fine print, it said you can't use it with a latex condom.
Yeah.
It's like
Is
the
that
rule
the
of
same?
thumb for everything. You be slicking off.
No, it disintegrates the condom.
Yeah, I think that's a rule with a lot of lubes, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
no, it was
okay.
Floria is the product you're thinking
Foria,
of.
yes,
yeah.
Foria.
And it was Foria or
Foria.
Yeah, yeah.
Foria kind of had some grit.
Probably not the best for lube. That's an anti-lube.
That doesn't sound fun.
I don't think so.
Not pleasurable.
I don't think anybody's put grit in
All right, Dave, this is your first prostate exam.
Wait, is it still? Are they still in business? Foria?
No. The grit.
I did that lube because I just wanted to get into the to the porn awards.
That's smart. That
Oh,
is
it worked.
Vegas.
It worked.
You slipped right in. You slipped right
I've
in there.
Rim shot, cymbal crash. Boom.
There we go.
I didn't think porn awards really existed.
Oh, it is a
for
real
sure.
thing. Yeah.
There was one year where they had the AVN next to the
Consumer Electronics Show.
and to the KushCon or whatever it was. Not KushCon, the first one they did, THC, the one in LA, the first LA that they were doing the THC convention. So it was a convention center, and you basically went up. This side was weed, this side was porn, and everybody was just going back and forth. So it was like, man, this is the best year ever. You could see all these dudes just like loving life. They were like, oh,
So the AVN was always at the Hard Rock Hotel in
that's
Vegas,
where it was.
and my friend Creasy is the director of operations for the hotel. So she used to have to make sure that no one walked from the rooms to the event showing a nipple. If a nipple was showing, they could get into trouble. So she would
Oh,
literally,
it was signs everywhere.
yeah, she
No
had to
nipples
stand
out?
there, and if you tried to walk past and a nipple was out, they literally had tape, and they would tape it on you. So this
Dave
was
was signed up for that job.
But once you're inside, it's
taper.
just nipples and areolas everywhere. Yeah, once you're inside. It's the categories for me. It was like best gangbang.
Oh.
And this girl wins. And she said, first of all,
She's giving a speech.
I would like
wanna
to thank my parents. I'm like, what? And they told me to be quiet because there's like, we're live. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. And then they made her redo it again. And then her next person she think was God. I was like, really?
Wow. Yeah, it's funny.
For best gang.
And there's
She didn't do that right before she accepted the anal award or something like that.
They have so many categories too. That's
Yeah.
what's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
It just keeps going and going and going.
I can't imagine 2023.
I feel like I was being punked.
It's like, wait
It's
a
a
minute.
real world out there.
But they take it so seriously.
For real.
No, for sure.
It's a job.
There's not a hint of irony at all. It's like they're crying. I can't believe I won.
Okay, let's talk about weed again.
We don't talk about weed on the
We
show.
never do. That's
We're sitting here breathless and baited, trying to fill time with talking about porn because we don't want to be the show that Devin blew off a
Right.
fourth time. Even
And I'm
though it'll
over
be
here
really
late.
funny.
But I'm having a good time.
No, it's all good. This is a perfect.
I figure we can't get in trouble if the host is on his way here with him.
Right.
So 2 hosts is missing.
Yeah,
That's
no,
cool.
I just texted him again. He's like, now he's waiting on him to come down.
We're at the same hotel.
I'm getting every
Room beside
step.
him.
I'm getting every step.
He's probably getting.
He's probably high. That's
You can
probably
get
really
higher
what it is.
here. We have rosin and look, they're waiting to give gifts sitting there. Telly has 204 grams that he donated to the
dang.
show.
Oh, he just gave
We'll
that to us.
certainly
Yeah, you guys can
carve
scoop out
off
as
a
much
little
as you
for you.
want. Look at Telly's.
Is it terpy?
Is it? I don't know. Where did it go? It was here for a minute. I think
gone.
Adam smoked it. Oh, there it is.
Terpy?
I don't speak
Some
English.
GG4?
I speak Turpanese.
Nah.
Yes, man.
Smell good.
Oh, it smells good.
Did he nail it?
Yeah.
It is GG4.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
You can take
Oh,
it down.
I didn't even know it
wow.
had
I'm not even
That
gonna take
smells
it.
I thought you just opened it and nailed it. I was like,
this.
the master,
Everybody wants that.
the master over there.
Dude, what is this? This is very, very
You
good.
weren't here earlier when we
Yeah.
talked about
I
how
saw it when
Telly
I
did a
sat down. I
Pepsi
was
challenge for us. He took a finite amount of product, same amount. He took half of it. He used BHO. He gave the other half to a rosin person, and we did the Pepsi challenge here, and his BHO killed it.
Word?
Why didn't you give her a dab?
You want a dab?
I just saw this.
Is that a no or a yes?
I just saw this thing you have sitting
A
beside
very
you.
low
that's
tip.
our
got it.
the sponsor. You know these guys.
Oh, that's my buddy.
Yeah, he's a man. Brent's
Very
our
low
Brent's our
tip.
boy.
That's-
He sponsors the show. So
They
we-
sponsor everything that I usually have any
That
part
smells
of.
like
That they're
some
a part of it
gas.
with me.
Nice. Yeah, they're good people.
We need to give her a dab out there.
Can I load some of this, Telly?
Let me reach out to.
So what does the chat think the odds are that we're gonna?
We're getting they're getting extra bonus. They're getting a bonus show.
I mean,
There's only one $2
there'll
bet
be no
out there
Patreon.
so far.
There'll be no Patreon. It'll be a Patreon free event, except for the Patreon going over there. But I mean, oh no, we have to.
wait,
go there.
what?
Huh? What? if they're that late, it depends how late we go. We'll see how late it goes. So
Okay.
We'll just have everybody call in.
yeah, so we can go.
That smells delicious.
It smells
Doesn't
fire.
You smell that, bro?
Yeah.
You
I
smell
passed
it
it
over
to you.
there?
I'll run the
Can
shit
you
here.
smell that on there?
I saw it when I sat down. I was like, that's a big jar of dabs.
Damn. It's beautiful
I ain't mad at it.
at all. I love it. I'm in love.
I'm in love.
Yeah, we'll take a dab and then we'll get to the venue.
All right.
Now, hopefully, we're gonna see you guys there, right?
I hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah. We're gonna come after and do like our Patreon sort of after party call in from there. You know, so
For sure.
yes, sir.
Thank you for coming on the show.
No, it's been great.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
I'll definitely throw the link on our website on the chat and all that, so everyone can go check out your stuff.
For sure.
And then we just know who to call when we're in Vegas next
Sit
time. So it
back
makes
in.
it be like, oh, we're coming in on this date. We need.
Oh, yeah.
because we had a
Definitely.
Chicken wings.
We
We had a whole
Absolutely.
house you could have cooked in.
yeah we had a
last
proper
time.
we had a proper spot.
Oh yeah, we had like 300 people at a party.
Oh yeah.
I know that's a small event for you, but you would have fun.
And Dave
no,
did the
no.
catering, and it was mostly bagels, and no, it was actually donuts too. Everything was the same shape. It had to be this. It couldn't be anything but that.
Round.
No,
You couldn't get around.
tell the truth.
What
And
else
it
was there?
It was
The food
Oh, the
budget
pizza.
went.
Oh, the pizza.
The
yeah.
food budget went to the decorations.
That's true. Went to do you know Benjamin? You know the Benjamin crew? Oh, well they're
That-
That
Right behind you.
tapestry behind you, that is not
beautifully displayed
it's
tapestry.
totally not
that
unfurled.
beautifully displayed tapestry is one of the. But those guys are. They had a shop. Where's their shop now? Because I know their old spot, but they have a new spot right now, Vin.
Yeah,
Uh,
he moved it.
I know. Do you have an ad? You know,
No,
anyway,
no address.
but it's so if you go there, it's like everything tie dye you could ever imagine. Anything you ever wanted tie dyed.
Sometimes I go to Vegas and microdose a whole
This is
weekend
the
away.
Lowest temp it operates on.
Okay.
As soon
You
as
gotta
it
wait till it vibrates,
vibrates,
right?
Yeah. And then this is the carb.
Oh really?
Yeah, when you want to turn it off, just click the bottom button if you know it's.
I just
You
do
don't-
just a super little.
Yeah.
He's the dabber.
It sounds nice.
Dab X being tested.
So,
Tell me.
we'll take this chance to go check out the Patreon after show. We do it every time. After every show, we do a Patreon after show, and you can
Are
join.
you reading a teleprompter? over
No, I'm not. This
You're-
is
you're
Mark, professional Mark,
there? Repeating
15th job Mark.
repeating himself in the corner
Yeah.
with his head. Why don't we do some ads while we're
Say
waiting around?
Hey, let's do that.
That's the smart idea. This is the other
Hey,
ones who
we're
pay the
gonna do
bills.
some ads.
Do some ads. Do some ads. Pay the bills. Pay the
Pay
bills.
the bills, do some ads.
Joe, we'll
All
see
right.
you guys tonight.
Right
For
on.
sure,
Thank
for
you for
sure.
coming on.
Thanks for
Yeah.
hanging in. That was great. Looking forward to meeting again for sure.
Buildasoil.com.
Oh, yeah.
Buildasoil.com.
Okay, so what have we proven tonight? We've proven tonight that living soil is the best thing you could ever fucking do in your life if you're a grower or even if you're in the production. The difference of quality is stupendous. So if you want to start building your own soil, you need to go to 855-877-SOIL or buildasoil.com and take a look at their list of products. They have some amazing stuff. They've got, the classic Clackamas Coot formula, which was kind of like where a lot of people started. They've got their own different soil lines, but you can also obviously do custom things if you need be. You can also go online, check out all their stuff because they do a lot of side by sides and some great great information there. So check out Jeremy and his crew, and also obviously Miles ferments there for fermented plant extracts. You want to check those out always, because those are just nothing but fire. It's like you feed them your plants, and you just know there's like whoa, and don't even look at just like blah, 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 blah. Yeah, there's no amount could hurt. So yeah, check them out, and we've also got. Green
Farms.
What are we talking about? Living soil here? Non-stop living soil. Yep. Just nothing but living soil.
10% off is the done deal. If you go and you're a med patient, just tell them.
But at Green Farms, yeah, and at their spot, they've got a whole bunch. They got stuff from Green Dot now. They've got drops from, Kind Love. So they're expanding their menu. They're kicking ass down there. So
when he has his grow going and he's producing lots of flower, the done deal will be much better than 10% on his own flower. But right now he's a dispensary, and it's the products he brings in from other places, and he has curated an amazing lineup. What was that product that you brought in? That hash rod?
Oh, the
Turbo Cores.
Turbo Core. That's where you want to go ask for that.
And Kind Love, of course, if you're in Denver or something like that.
Yeah.
Anywhere that. What are you doing over here, Strokey McStroker?
I know, it was so dirty.
Cleaning her silicone.
GreenFarmsMed.com.
Yes, sir.
Green Bros.
Green Bros.
So Cullen really took care of
Patreon
us, and he sent
7.
me something about. It's called secondharvest.com. If you have the ability to put that up. It's used equipment for the cannabis industry, and so Green Bros is behind that. Rather than make something new, he'd rather you look there first to see if you can repurpose something that's out there. It's called secondhandharvest.com. But if you go to Green Bros with a Z and enter Done Deal at checkout, any item other than the bucket is 5% off, but the bucket is 10% off. And if you're spending lots of money on commercial post-harvest processing, please enter the Done Deal. He's going to give you a great discount, or just call him up directly and speak to him. But the bucket is, I don't know, it's like 1.5 Adams and 6 Marks. So absolutely check that out. Greenbros.com.
Hey, guys, come on.
We're trying to give a shirt away. There we go.
Give that to her.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Apothecary Farms. Mark, go, baby.
If you like concentrates and you're in Colorado or Oklahoma, you can go to Apothecary Farms. They have many of locations in whatever state you're looking at. We got 5 here in Colorado, and I think there's 5 in Oklahoma as well. They got Diamonds of Sauce. They got SHO. They call it Ambrosia, the Diamonds of Sauce. But they have infused pre-rolls. Get the Done Deal.
You know
on
what
the
they
med
have
side.
now?
What's that?
They have 14er flour.
They have 14er flour
Med
and
flour
rosin.
For $140 an ounce.
Yes.
I do not think you can buy that in Boulder. Okay? So if you're a med patient, you want to head to Apothecary in Denver and take advantage of this, because it's so awesome. $140 for an ounce of 14er flour. I mean, amazing. And nobody does BHO better in the commercial game right now than Apothecary. And if they're carrying 14er rosin, it's on point.
That's right.
Done deal.
Let them know you heard about them on the Adam Dunn Show, and they'll take care of you.
Yeah. Oh.
The best dab rig or electronic dab rig on the market right now.
I need to talk to him soon to talk about other stuff, because I want to get working on some ideas that we need by December. So if we start now, we might be able to do it.
All right, Chris, Zach, we need to talk.
I need to talk to you guys.
What an amazing rig. Everybody we showed it to.
Get grab it all.
Yeah.
Gotta
Did you
get
grab
them
a
all.
bagel?
She's working on it.
Okay.
Don't worry. Toaster right there too. You can toast it up.
Go to dabx.com, enter Done Deal at checkout. You get 20% off your Go or your Rocket. The Go is a portable dab rig you can take anywhere. The Rocket is a portable dab rig that turns any pipe, any bong, into a dab rig.
So cool.
Okay? It's just an amazing product. If you haven't, go to dabx.com. Done Deal at checkout. They're the nicest guys you will ever meet. They run an amazing company. I'm not going to say it's the most overly engineered device. It's the perfectly engineered device.
Yeah, it's not overly like complicated.
No.
It's actually simplified, streamlined everything, really smartly. Everything's just smart. Boom. Everything works. So
great flavor. DabX Go, my choice.
It's funny because I watch other people's videos that they're doing because people are starting to go out there. There's a lot of people like starting to do their little videos, and it's funny because you can tell it's like maybe their first or second, or they've had it for a day or something, and they're all excited, and they're like touching the wrong buttons, and they don't know. I think it works like this, and all of a sudden their head's sitting there, like, boom, and it's so funny.
Well, hopefully Devin shows because they're hoping that they can send one to him.
Yeah.
But he
He's
better
showing.
show.
Don't stop with your
Ozo Coffee.
We're doing ads right now.
Ozo Coffee.
Yeah. Ozo.
Done Deal 23. It is not Done Deal. You got to change it. So if you had it auto-populating, change it to Done Deal 23. Click order the subscription.
For all those auto-populating discount codes that you have.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You don't do that? So you don't fuck up?
Auto-populate.
All right.
All right.
Go to Done Deal. Go to ozocoffee.com. They're going to Guatemala next week, so I'm sure we're going to see some great new beans coming. There's like 10, 15 countries represented on their bean shelf.
That's awesome.
So take a look.
That's right.
We have the Honduras brewing in the studio today.
Very nice.
Momojello is there right now.
Ozo Coffee.
Well, we're one step closer here too with having Ozo Denver. So one step closer.
We will be doing that.
I know it's gonna be
Whoa.
Ozorific. Whoa, what's going on there?
I don't know.
Whoa.
14 or bolder. Well, it was because everything was all messed up when I got, and then
yeah.
Long
Is
story.
there porn on there at all? That's all.
No, that was our talking.
Yeah,
So
that
if you
was our
guys posted porn to
personal
our
conversations.
show
Oh, is that our
chat, that was our chat. Yes.
Oh, is that our chat? I probably said something nasty to Dave.
Oh, there's you can see.
Was that me yelling at Dave?
That's us.
No,
Yeah,
it's
you
you
yelling at
yelling
all
at-
of us because we didn't have coffee cups. Because all of a
there
sudden
you
we're
go.
some kind of established show of some sort.
Is that actually on there? The pathetic part? Yes.
Well, they'll be able to go back and slow-mo it to see.
Is it on there?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
It's funny.
Anyways,
I wish you could have heard Mark during that exchange.
14erbolder.com.
So
Oh my God.
you have just a few
No,
days left.
the best was 4 people, 0 answers.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. That was pretty 4 people, 0 answers. And I'm like, I don't know.
But he was responding to each one you said.
I was yelling.
Wait a minute. You want us to be professional? You fucking show up 2 seconds before the show's going to start, man. He goes, what? Nobody's responding? It's because you're acting like a douche right now. You're the only one on the road. Go pick up the fucking cups.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly.
That was pretty much verbatim.
And then J-Lo's like, you think I'll have enough time now to go smoke a cigarette outside?
Well, that's
Then she
exactly.
just goes and smokes.
Exactly.
And she could have gotten
I knew
the
I
cups.
was. I knew I'd have
No.
to do it. I went to the Mercado, and it almost it was a classic. I went up, and they had the stuff all stacked up, so that when you took like one cup away, the whole fucking shelf came down. I was just like, you motherfucker. I was like, every time I pull one down, 3 would fall, and I was just like, and there's no baskets, and there's no baskets, and there's no nothing. It was funny.
You could have just avoided that by pre-ordering a 14 or bolder with the code Done Deal.
And they would have
You
brought you
gotta
free
enter
cups.
Done Deal, but
Yeah.
it's a double Done Deal because
Double
if you
Done
look
Deal.
on their menu for their pre-orders,
That's what we want to hear.
several of their items are already discounted by 14% or 20%. Some were 24%, and then you're going to take an additional 10% off of that. So 14erbolder.com. You got to enter a pre-order, okay? You got to enter Done Deal at checkout. They just produce fire flower and concentrates, and they're a great company. It was so crowded today. I mean, they have an old like ski lift chair, so people sit in it while they're waiting.
That's cool.
There's always people coming in, always. So, what are you laughing at now?
Nothing, man.
What? Supposedly.
We're done?
Anyway,
Whoa. Okay.
14erbolder.com.
There. Now we're done.
There we go.
Stash Logic.
I was able to
.co.
give some Stash Logics away to the Requiem team.
Nice.
They loved it. Somebody came in afterwards and brought them like
A
almost like a
lame-ass-
yeah,
Yeah.
like a, it wasn't lame, but it was a Stash Logics knockoff, and they had no idea that they were both coming there, and they all came up to me afterwards to say what a quality product it is. So go to Stash Logics.
What,
with
even
an
the other
X.
guys said so?
No,
No,
I mean
okay.
after they saw them both.
Okay.
You know.
They said yours.
Yeah.
Was, okay. Not the other guy.
At least I hope
you have
they
a
did.
superior product.
Dave likes to wear the Durango when he's out and about.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what I wear.
That's what he likes. That's
So
his
I
thing.
keep my
Yeah.
hand.
Which one's the Durango? Is that
badge
the
in
one on
this.
the bottom
Oh
left?
yeah, it's this one right here.
Yeah, I'd imagine that.
Yeah, that's the one he really likes.
With a badge on the
Yeah.
front, actually.
Actually, I think he's the model. If you click
You
on
want
it,
to know something? That's the one they asked
he
for.
might be the model over here. Let's
They
see.
love that one because they wear it.
Yeah.
They don't wear it on their waist. They wear it across their chest.
Oh, I know,
And
exactly.
they fucking love it.
They love it. It's the
That
only
was their
one.
favorite thing.
Durango.
Okay.
Stash Logics
Durango.
with an X.com.
Oh,
Skin.
shit. So how is he all better now? Did you check?
They're doing okay. They got some. They're getting treatment for it. The whole family wound up coming down with it. So, they're dealing with it. They got parents there and kids. But listen,
I got an email that the plastic eating fungi is back.
is back.
It's bad.
So go to PegasusBags.com. Enter Dunn Deal at checkout. I think it's 20% off.
Yeah.
It's a discount, and
I believe it was 20.
There's something good.
he'll work with you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
He makes a great product, especially if you're cultivating mushrooms in a legal place in the state of Colorado, or you're cultivating any mushroom anywhere. You want to reach out to PegasusBags.com, and you want to enter Dunn Deal at checkout, and do like J-Lo, order several thousand of them at a time.
Extra.
BangersCanada.com.
So Bangers is the company that their technology rolls joints that don't canoe. They burn even,
And sent Dave away for 2 weeks.
and they were the ones that wound up funding what was supposed to be. There more money came in, fucker. What a douchebag. Anyway, go to bangersbrands.com or at bangersbrands on Instagram. If you're a commercial company and you're looking to get into the pre-roll space, they have the technology for you.
Can
so
you
why
say it one
figure
more
it out?
time?
Bangers.
Thank you.
Why don't you say it?
Bangers.
There you go.
BangersCanada.com. Hempen.co. Take it away, boss.
Yo, yo, yo. THC. Actually, CBD.
CBD.
That's the funny part. That's the funny part.
Like
the hemp
liter-
company, but we got CBD.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking with people.
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect? His name's too. Of course he's fucking with people. But he's got great product. That's what counts.
When
And
people ask for CBD products, I send them to hempen.co.
of course, and it always
And-
works. That's the thing. Simple, quality in, quality out, right?
Don't be messy.
Kind of with everything.
Just be
Tiger's
hemping.
blood is awesome. If you ever need anything for deep tissue, kind of sore muscles type shit, bam, Tiger's blood. Just wash your hands before you go to the bathroom. That's my only suggestion.
Oh, that's a good tip.
It'll
Yeah.
sting your little wing wang.
And don't mistake it for an edible. So
Exactly.
don't do that either.
Don't do that.
You know who I
Because-
bumped into at Costco was Dr. Joe Cohen, who was more than happy to tell me that he's into functional medicine now, and he tries to incorporate a high CBD overall diet and regimen to all his patients.
Nice.
And I invited him to come on, and he's like, but I only I only do CBD now. I'm like, well, then you need to know too, to collaborate, because we have someone who, depending on who you believe, could be responsible for Charlotte's Web. And he was into it, so he'll come on the show one Friday. But if you're in Boulder, you can hit up Dr. Joe Cohen, and just tell him you're a fan of the show or you listen to the show, and I'm sure he'll work a deal out for you.
Now, I think it's still buy one, get one free with the Dunn Deal here. And what you do is go to hempen.co and go to the bottom here at the Contact Us. Write him a message, say you want the Dunn Deal, and he'll take you through ordering and getting buy one, get one free on that. Hempen.co.
Hempen.co.
Yo tips.
Yo tips.
Forever.
Yo
I'll be
tips.
there forever.
Yeah, dude.
J Love it. J Love it forever.
Saved us from J
Love
Love
it forever.
Well, I'm hoping that we'll
Is it
also...
there? Is it really there?
I was
No.
looking to see.
It is there.
I was just looking.
It is
Oh,
there.
wait.
Wait.
Oh, yes.
Here
That's
it
it.
is.
Yep.
So,
That is cute.
and I'm hoping...
Let's see it. Oh, you gotta crank it up.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Okay,
Look at you. So right now we are puffing
I didn't
down
say a word
on
back, did I?
That's funny.
That
The,
was all in my head, right?
Turbo
I didn't
Core.
reply that? Okay, good. I
you.
did.
Oh.
I didn't say. No,
Look at that. I just added them in
We
here.
have a Turbo Core / Yo Tips combo going down
That's
over
nice.
here.
So this is one of those
That is
products.
nice.
This is a good
Honestly,
one. This is a good
when
one.
you look
Alien
at it
Rock
from
Candy
across,
Kind Love.
when you look at it from
It's a triple
across the
combo.
room, you think to yourself, it's just another tip, but it isn't. It really is. It makes the joint almost more functional.
It is like
It's safer.
it's Dave saying something like that.
Even
More
my
functional.
blunts, even my backwoods
Tried.
or the
I tried.
swishers.
I know.
It's
No, I
good.
know. I noticed it, and I gave some
torture.
To
Okay, all right. Anyways,
Don't ever do that again. Please, never again. Thank you for saying that.
we did a whole show where we watched an old show, dude. So I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't pay attention at all then.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that was. I'm serious.
that was.
You gave me.
Remember the redone?
Yeah, but
Yes.
you know how the kids they say that's a trigger. That triggered me. Like, I had the hair in the back of my neck. I don't want that.
I was on some chocolates that day because I'm
we
like,
were
I just
wasted.
added them in here right now. Anyways, yotip.com if you want to share safely your joints. If you are bummed out that COVID took away sharing away joints, then you can go to yotip.com and get your yo tips. There's 4 tips in each little thing, and
different size.
Well, and they might be responsible for us potentially having a new advertiser. To just give a little shout out to, they're called Dip Devices.
Dip device.
So I met
When
them.
I dip, you dip, you dip.
Yeah, I was at one point. I think I was talking to him in Vegas at one point, and Jason was like, "Sponsor them," and he was like, "Okay," and then that was about as far as it went. So
Nice.
So we started that process
A long time ago.
years ago.
I will continue to
Seal
speak.
it up.
His name is Michael Bologna.
nice.
See, I got it right, buddy.
Michael
and
Bologna.
We're sitting at the plug. Steve is giving me shit for not getting him the right part of the dip device. I was supposed to get him the part you smoke off of, but I got him the element. And sure enough, the inventor of the Little Dipper sits there, unbeknownst to any of us, and it fits. The Yo Tip fits perfectly in a dip device.
Nice,
And
dude.
he handed
It was
over.
like it was like the space shuttle connecting to the fucking
the
I can see it
International
now.
Space Station.
International Space Station.
Yeah.
Exactly. It was like, oh, I did that.
So if
He
you
was
want to
like,
link
he felt
up,
like the engineers who
But he
built
was
that.
able
They're
to
like,
pass.
I did that. I made it happen.
Everyone was sneezing there, and he was able to pass the dip device around to everyone, and they put their own Yo Tip on it.
That's a good. Honestly, that's a good use.
that is a good use for it.
That is a good use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to get in on that, yotip.com.
Yes, you continue the Yo-Tip tradition there.
Cultured Biologics.
If you check out their Discord channel or their website, they are doing 40% off forever. So that's a pretty good deal, in my opinion. But you can get access to their Eon line and their supplement line. Amazing products, all carbon-based, really easy to use, easy to store, no, for the most part, except for the supplements, no liquid. But all your main components are all micronized and super water soluble. Like pretty much even if you don't agitate it, let it sit for 15 minutes, it's 100% dissolved. There'll be a little film on the top. You just goes in, but it's a great product. Been using it now for 4 cycles now, or 5 cycles, I think, and it's great. So check them out. Culturedbiologics.com.
Verde Natural.
In Denver.
We
or
missed
the
that.
Hash
We
House
were
in
hurting,
Denver.
dude.
Oh, dude, for 2 weeks we didn't
It's
have.
like it's a Dab Logic
Dab
fucking.
Logic.
I know.
It was like a wasteland around here. It was like a.
You know what that is? You know what that means?
We're all addicted. We're all addicted.
Yeah.
we were all,
Yeah, that means that you need to go get order online at Hash House or verdenatural.com with the Dunn deal and get some Dab Logics for yourself because, like, seriously, if we're fighting it over here on the show, like,
It's gotta be
It's
good.
no,
yeah.
it's no
pretty good.
joke. I mean, it's no joke. There's something
gets all
they
of it.
do with their rosin
It just
that
jumps
is
out.
beyond
It's
something.
good. It's really good.
Julian, again, this is J-Lo's, right? You got us in touch with Julian, right? Or did I find him?
I think you found Julian.
Okay.
Oh, I
Or
told
you
you
knew
to.
him.
I told you to talk
Yeah.
to Julian.
He reminds me of how Zilla talked about cooking.
Like I said, he's been paying attention.
How
Zarilla.
talked about cooking. You know,
Yeah.
he feels it, and he produces amazing rosin.
Yeah.
So this is
His
where
rosin is
I
fire.
give a plea to anyone who lives in the Boulder, Denver area. If you are a fan of rosin and you're a fan of the show,
Go pick up a gram.
smoking their rosin, why don't you go to their website, place a pre-order, enter Dunn Deal. And that's the only way to get the discount. If you really have to go down there, maybe just whisper. But you
Write it
gotta-
on a piece of paper and hand it over.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're trying to track it correctly. Do us a favor. Head over there. You're going to be doing yourself a favor. It is quality, quality, quality. It's the only thing I've ever seen J-Lo just slip right into her bag before Adam even got
I
to the
know.
show.
It's my favorite.
So it's the shit.
BirdayNatural.com, Hash House. Terp Wipes.
Terpwipes.com/Dunn Deal.
You need 'em, you want 'em.
code. You have to have them.
Do it. Bio365.com.
Look, they're going to send a pallet of soil to Dutch Botanicals.
Exactly.
So these guys stand behind their product. They wouldn't be sending such a volume of their product if they weren't confident they were going to win your business.
They'd be slanging pallets.
Bio365.com. I'll do this one as Adam is scrambling to hope the Devin shows. Please, Devin, show.
No, actually, think of somebody else. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Bio365.com, or you can follow at Bio365Tim on Instagram, and he will help you out with any questions you have.
Yeah, and he'll definitely take care of you if you're a deadhead too, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, the company's owned by a friend of the band.
I'm just saying.
And so if you are a commercial company out there and you really believe in the product you grow, he would like to compete for your business. So send us an email at dundeal@adamdunshow.com, and they'll send you a pallet.
Dave checks that all the time. All right.
I don't.
Numbnutsco.com.
Numbnuts.
I leave it to you. I have faith in you, Mark. Why would you want me to take one
Get
of
your
your
sound
jobs?
effects in order, Vinny. Come on, we need sound.
We need some sound effects.
Yeah, play the peanuts.
Oh yeah, look at this. Oh,
It's not the same without. No, it's,
oh no, that's a pretty
The
good
real
one.
question you should be asking me, because I thought about this today, is did you understand the reference when he played this the first time? And I would
No.
say no. I completely missed the peanuts and the fact that we were doing a peanut butter commercial. That's how thick I was.
yeah.
You're gonna love my nuts.
I believe it. I believe it 100%.
But
Wow.
it is
I knew that
the
right from the
most
bat.
incredible peanut butter you will ever try. It's infused with CBD.
They have a formulation for your pet that can be delivered straight to your door. And also, if you're in Colorado, you can look on the medical side for 1,000 milligram THC buckets of Numbnuts peanut butter.
Shout out to Rodney Kraft. His look at his dispensary's smart. They got numb nuts.
Nice. Numbnutsco.com. Aztec.
So Mateo is now traveling underground down under, mate.
I saw him on Florida on a one-wheeler, I swear to God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He sent me a video.
Was
of
it?
Was
some
that like
dude who
Mark
looks-
who was dancing in the video the other day?
Aztec, though, Aztec Lighting, they are putting out some amazing LEDs. If you're ready to upgrade, or even
Or if you're a living soil garden who happens to be standing in the studio. and
yes. Oh my God, can you imagine
needs
her and Jack getting
illumination.
together on something?
You could speak to Jack.
Yes.
Because he does not speak English very well. We have had several lost in translation moments.
Yeah, so we may have to get you
Yeah.
guys linked up, just A for some lights and B for some translation.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll be using the translation more than like you guys.
He's
will like.
really good
Yeah.
at actually looking like he understands what you're saying.
That's the problem.
And then 20 minutes later, you realize he didn't understand a word you said.
And
I don't want to sound ignorant, but I'm pretty sure it's
I think
Cantonese,
it's
or
Cantonese.
Mandarin. He probably speaks both.
okay, well there we go. Now there we go.
well,
That's huge
we linked it up.
because they have.
We grow cannabis back to 1,000 years ago.
Oh,
We
yeah.
don't have any other way but living soil.
I'm
We got this
sensing a collab coming for
Okay,
sure
no, it's good.
between
And-
Dutch Botanicals
And
Aztec.
Jack's been doing LEDs for 20 years, so he's been in the game long before it was used in the cannabis world, and so he's coming in it with higher, amazing lenses that are patented that no one's able to use at this point, and he's got just the spectrum that produces more bud and less leaf, which is pretty much what you're trying to do, I think, right? So
if you want to try it out,
yeah, exactly. If
you can send us an email.
Oh,
at DoneDeal@AdamDunnShow.com.
And we're giving away a light in about 2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
Because the next week is the 31st.
Oh, okay.
So we get to skate on through. We get to squeak another week.
It means you get an extra week to get
an email in. So DoneDeal@AdamDunnShow.com. Put in the subject line your spelling of Midsteo, because we've had just the worst ones. Totally. Yeah. And then let us know why you need a light, and then put on your number so we can call you live on the air and congratulate you on your spelling of Midsteo. With a light from S-Tech. STech.com. SeedsHereNow.com.
Cop, man. SeedsHereNow.com. The most trusted, what would you call
online seed vendor.
Yeah, online seed vendor. Over 70 breeders. They don't share any mails. Amazing customer service. You can pay with Bitcoin. You can pay with cash. He ships discreetly anywhere in the country. SeedsHereNow.com. He's just amazing. And take a look at his catalog. Look at all the breeders he has.
And check out the.
We're looking
the
at it
vault.
right now, Dave.
And then check out the vault, of course.
Oh yeah, we're gonna check out the vault here in a second. But first off, before you even step into the vault, you have all these breeders here that have been vetted, and most of these people have been on the Adam Dunn Show. If you want to go look in the backlogs, and you can check it out on there. And what we're talking about over here in the auction is the SHNauctions.com, where you can catch rare and hard to find sleeper packs from James Bean's vault, powered by Seeds Here Now. And these are basically all the packs they stashed behind to fix some problems, and problems never arose. And now he wants to get them into the hands of good growers who want to take care of some good genetics. So check it out, SHNauctions.com and SeedsHereNow.com for the best online seed bank there is.
What type of company is that?
Yes, sir. And of course, check out our website, AdamDunnShow.com. We've got it, and go to the merch, bro. Merch.
Yeah,
it's merchandise. You could use the whole word, bro.
Well, you know what? We'll give you a pass right now. If you live in Boulder or Denver, we'd rather you go shop at 14er or Hash House or Verde Natural than buy a shirt right now.
What?
Whoa.
Yes. Dave's cutting our business.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dave.
You get cut for that around
but
here. You know
honestly,
that.
you should be trying to go get some of that Dab Logic. Or even that 14er rousing dude is I mean, I just...
The 14er flower stands
that
above
too.
everything. They come in nitrogen-sealed cans. Okay? Did we even do 14er today?
Yeah, we did 14er.
Yeah.
Where were you?
You were, I mean, you did it. Yeah, you're the one who did
You
it.
smoked
And then,
Jenny's weed.
let's see.
Oh, Jenny's weed got you too high.
One more time,
bro.
I want to throw out a shout out for
oh yes,
Adam's
definitely.
friend.
And if you're in, if you're in Europe, you can use both Europe and America. You can use that IBAN number, which obviously is too long for me to read. But you can go on to the chat, and
I'm gonna paste it in all the chats.
he's gonna paste it in all the chats, so you guys can
All
check it out.
of the chats.
Help out our buddy Radar, the man who named AK-47 officially.
That is
Just
really
ask your
important.
accountant if your return can handle a donation that is deductible. Okay, sometimes you get late in the season right now. You think they've got some creative ideas. This is a cause you should contribute to. It isn't often I see my illustrious co-host get really behind something and emotional, but on this one I can see it in his face. It means a lot to him and a lot to this entire industry right now. So if you can contribute, go to the link that Mark put in the chat or reach out and we'll tell you how to get in touch.
And of course, don't forget about Ricky over here too.
Yes,
we have
of
a
course.
GoFundMe, and we already put up the link over there too.
Our buddy Ricky, actually, one of his buddies is supposed to be arriving in about a half hour.
Oh, very nice.
So there you go.
So we're just sitting.
How cool.
Electronica
We're just
will be-
chilling.
We're
Huh?
just chilling.
We're chilling.
Oh no, and that's it. Oh, we're now frozen. We just sit here frozen in fear.
Uh-oh.
Frozen in fear.
I'm good.
All right.
So
peace.
this link is not working for some reason for Big Mike. He's trying to get in.
Weird.
Okay, I like it.
Maybe you
Picasso.
sent him a Patreon link?
No, I sent him. It says still invalid ID. What the hell's up with that?
Here, let me send you a link to send to him.
Okay.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, do that.
Devin, please show, because look, we have all of Dutch Botanicals waiting here. Telly brought his best fucking.
He was just going to give you a big
BHO.
scoop.
He was going to like take a spoon.
Okay.
I sent the link again to you via the WhatsApp. If you want to send it to him.
This is bullshit.
Actually, Telly really needs you to show up, because we're not giving this jar of GG4 back if you don't show
What'd
Devin.
you send it
So
to WhatsApp.
Yeah.
The show.
Anybody
WhatsApp.
got a spoon?
Like
spoon?
a really big
An
spoon.
empty cup for
Okay, this
so I can give a little back to Telly.
Oh,
Do you have a bowl?
right. Yeah. Yeah, like a teaspoon.
Well, we want to give him some back. So
Yeah, like exactly, because
Do you have an empty
I mean, the
apothecary
rest
gram
of us,
jar?
we have to split
Who
the rest up
invited him?
between
Right.
5 of us.
Five.
Here? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It sounds that way.
Okay, so
Let's see.
that's that is the that's
Here
the
we
deal.
go, guys. Send us all your positivity.
All right.
We need them.
Is that a wrap?
No,
What?
We have Devin, and we're
What are
going
you
to a party.
talking about?
You-
Rap?
she's going home.
She has no
Oh, yeah,
I
she's
thought
out.
that we were going to Patreon. I thought that's what we were doing right now.
No,
You have to know that the plans just don't exist around here. They
There's
just like
no
it's
set
like,
in
we
stone.
kind of-
Actually, what did I tell you, Mark?
what?
Okay, so far, I think it's working. Let's
What did
see.
you say?
I haven't seen it doesn't work yet, so that's good.
I give up.
You give up?
Why?
Just kidding.
Don't give up.
Wow, you do know the show's normally 3 hours long.
Oh,
right? So it's
see,
not like a big
she has strategic positions.
hiding.
Yeah.
hiding her. Oh, that's
Pack of
the
smokes.
problem.
Yeah.
I get it. Oh,
Yeah.
She needs a smoke.
oh my.
Well, then go.
God. Go ahead.
Just get up.
Yeah, go.
Just get up and
leave.
go.
Look how small you are on the screen anyway.
know-
We barely see you. You're not even there.
Excuse me, Felicia.
Where are you?
You're gone.
That is messed up. I can't believe you guys.
Speak with a really high voice.
Still not working. That's weird. What are we gonna do?
What's not working? Oh,
The link.
okay. Can I will try a different one, Adam, and I will
Okay.
send it to you to send to
Alright.
him. And
Bull.
we will try it that way.
Wow.
I'm gonna copy the invite link and I'm gonna send it to you
Okay.
via the show WhatsApp.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir, Bob.
And
If you guys are in Spain,
there it is again.
give your farm a look.
This time it did something.
That's so cute.
Look at
little
that.
different.
That looks really cute.
Okay.
Oh,
They
you're
did a-
just covering up my face.
Oh, that's pretty dope. Is that a what is that? Oh, it's in a Mood Mat, of course. Shout out to
Mood
Matt
Mat.
from Mood Mats.
Nice.
Fucking kills it.
Yeah, dude.
Your
I heard
Farms
somebody
Elite Cut.
sold one for like crazy money. It was like I don't know, like 10 grand or something stupid. I was like, for a Mood Mat? Like what the fuck? So it's turning into that, I think, where people are starting to collect them and get all weird.
Oh,
That's kind of cool.
so those Adam Dunn Show mood mats are gonna be worth something someday, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, dude.
Oh, we're OG.
We got a JGB one too.
OG. And they're made out of recycled wetsuits. That's what's so cool about Mood Mats.
That is really cool. I didn't. And
So
I
they're
remember
all
when
filled
you
with
told me
pee,
that the first
basically.
time.
You get a lot of pee. Every Mood Mat comes with a gram of pee. Per,
1 gram
per square per square 10 centimeters. I don't know.
And Dave was all over there, just like,
Yeah. Oh, they don't wash them, bro. They never wash. They
Yeah, no,
definitely
no.
don't wash it. They just get it, they shred it, and they fucking print on it and get the fuck out the door.
Get the fuck out.
Oh, they're
Oh, boy,
sterilized.
okay.
Are we going to talk about how South
Okay,
Park was written
so
by
let me see.
ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Sure.
I already knew that, but I didn't want to ruin it for
rather
you
than
guys
sell grams
until you
of
saw
gold
it.
for 40
You
bucks.
knew it ahead of time?
I haven't
Like
even seen it, but I knew
0.5ers.
it. That's just how my life is, dude.
Because ChatGPT told you?
No, I mean, I just take information as it comes, like next to my head. You know what I mean?
You're
It's
on
just
full absorption
Yeah, dude.
mode.
That is so funny.
I'm like a sponge.
All right.
And, yeah.
There is no timer today.
No time.
What I do.
Vinny.
There's no timer
Can I
today,
talk
dude.
to Ed, Vinny?
We are.
Everybody.
Well, I mean, I think Ed's mad at you, dude.
Well, I'd
Yeah.
like to apologize to him.
Well, I think you should.
Yeah, maybe you
because-
should call him.
I'm sending him a bunch of bagels.
Are you?
That'll
Well,
do it.
Really?
excuse me. What does this have to do
Spell
with this
sorry
show?
I
into
need
the
his
dough.
X number.
Yeah. He's haunting you right now, I can tell.
They think I'm faded right now.
Oh, what do we got here?
We got it, it worked.
Oh, we got someone.
It
That one
worked.
worked better. That's
Oh.
good. This is
It's
good.
coming. It's
Okay, here
happening.
we go. It's happening.
It's happening.
Look at us. We're happening right
It's
now.
happening.
Let's see.
He's late,
Let
of
me
course,
finish
but he's coming. What's going on?
Hey,
Hey.
That's a voice
what's
for radio.
happening?
We are waiting on Devin.
Okay.
15 years. I'm counting the hours now. 15 years, 187 hours. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
New drop of Pluto or something? What's that?
No, this is my Adele's Gas House Mother Load hash holes.
No, nobody better to represent hash holes than you, I guess, right? I got fucking hash holes for you. Says Big Mike from Gas House out there in the Bay. Or no, you're down in LA.
I'm in LA.
You're
I'm in LA.
I know you're physically in LA, but they were based up there. Okay, hold on.
But we started the company in the Bay. Every way.
In the back.
Mike, were you at Cannabis?
I was not. I did not have a chance to make it that trip.
All right.
Oh, Vinny.
Everyone else
moving out
was.
the door.
I didn't get too much FOMO because been there, done that. But next time I'll go again. I just was caught up here. You know how it is, Adam.
I do. Did you get flooded down there? That was some crazy. I was watching guys like.
There was some crazy weather in LA.
Oh my god! I saw that, and up north too in San Francisco. I saw people like up to halfway up their doors and on Folsom Street and shit. And I'm like, oh my god, that's like.
No, it was pretty insane.
It's gnarly.
All right, hey, I'm gonna get off the video for a second.
You can do that. You can just hide in the background anyway. It's better. Hide in the background, and then he'll be.
I need to send you my uploaded logos too.
All right. He just arrived.
My new logos.
He just arrived. So just chill out in the background, and when I mention you, you just be there. How's that? That makes it better.
15 years.
That way we're not all jumping around.
Yeah, but did you get my mother load and my logos?
Yeah, I'll send that over to Mark, and he'll put it up on the show. Okay.
Yeah, put instead of, anyway.
Yeah, I got you. Just put your thing on mute. Just mute your phone so we don't make any mistakes. How's that? Mute your phone. I'll call you in.
All
right. Perfect. Perfecto. So you can come on the other side, and then we'll do that. Now we can hype the. You can start your party basically.
Devin on the right, and then.
No, Devin here.
Oh, you want Devin there?
Devin there.
Okay.
Adam, where's your? Are you in Denver?
15 years. Put him way
Sure.
next to Dave.
No. Oh yeah, you're right.
Next to
Okay.
Dave.
No, you're good. I didn't know, dude. I was putting him on the other mic. That's all.
No,
yep.
We're gonna work it.
Okay.
So I was saying, like I told you when I picked up the phone, I was like, man, first thing I thought of, whenever organizers, it's the same thing I said to Red when he was doing Consumption Park. I was like, I think about the person like, hey, I know how it is. It's game day.
Pleasure to meet you, man.
What's going on, my friend?
Hello.
I'm J-Lo.
Hello, J-Lo.
Dave.
What's up, Dave?
Nice to
Nice to meet you.
He's Dave and the Dude. We call him around here. So, well, thank God you showed up. Otherwise, we had everybody was betting against it. He ain't showing up again. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen, my friend.
I thought we
What's
just
that?
I got the $20.
Oh, yeah, the $20 you owe me? No, that's all good.
No, we're good.
Welcome into town. Welcome to Colorado. I'm sure you've been here plenty of times. So,
Man, it's always a pleasure. Every time is almost like the first. Just looking at the scenery, it's just always beautiful, man. Just landing here, landing here with landing gear is pretty cool.
Yeah, and today's not the greatest day, but it's usually sunny, and it's kind of like one of those places. It can be cold, but it's still beautiful.
Oh, it's not cold to you?
Not really. I mean,
Sounds chilly.
I left 75 degrees, man, in Houston.
Oh, I know.
75?
Sure. Yesterday, man.
Almost there.
Yeah, but it's cool though. I like this. It wasn't as cold as I imagined it was gonna be. Because I checked the forecast and I saw 30. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, well, everybody imagines Colorado way colder than it ever is. Like when I first came here, I was like, I'd love to live here, but it's going to be too cold. And everybody was like, dude, we just tell people that. It's actually only like Denver is not bad. It's just when you go, if you want cold, you just drive to it, right? You can always drive to the cold because it just goes colder and colder as you go up. So, but if here it's like, 45 is the average temperature. If you kind of, round it
I absolutely, I love it here in the summertime. Though. Summertime is just
right. When all the other people are like, oh, this sucks. We want to be in a winter. Like here, the winter is like when everybody goes nuts, and you're like, this is the opposite of my brain. My brain usually goes for the warmth,
Yeah, you ski and all that?
Oh no, hell no. I'm like that. I definitely am not appreciating Colorado for that.
Yeah, but you been skiing, brother?
Nah, snowboard.
Snowboard. Okay, yeah, you got to teach me, man.
Yeah, I got you.
I never been.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a great time in your life to start. Right around the 50s, you know, and then just when your bones start to get, you don't want to actually fucking get hurt. So I'm like a year older than you, but it's like, yeah, we're in that age group where it's like you don't want to. Certain activities are not the greatest ones. Actually, you know, it's crazy. I saw you're into remote control cars and shit.
Yes, I am. And actually, you're probably not a year older than me because Wikipedia.
Oh yeah, they fucked up.
Aha.
Really? So you're 69 also?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. That's the best year there is. Right?
Yeah, for, June.
June 2.
June what?
June 15th.
June 4th, baby. I'm older than you.
No, that's good. That's good.
You did get
you, baby.
That's so funny. You know, it's
That's
funny is
nice.
that my whole, and it's funny because Ice Cube is born on the 15th, right, in the same year, and that's my whole conversation. I want to find out what time he was born because we got to figure out by the hours
Hour
now.
yeah, it's that close.
I know my time. I hope he knows his time.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't say it out loud.
No, I won't say. No, I don't want to fuck it up.
Right.
He'll be like, "What did he say?"
Yeah, because he'll trump you.
He'll be like 2 minutes earlier. What the fuck? How did that work?
You got to come with birth certificate proof and receipts and all.
For sure. But yeah, it's like you've definitely took the plunge into cannabis way before anybody else. Like as far as I'm concerned, yeah, like to the point of like it's like you're not hiding it ever, and that's just the way. I think it's the best way to do it.
I don't think it was considered cool when we was doing it to the masses back then.
Yeah,
it was known to give a brother brain damage back.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, definitely all.
It was quoted on a rap song. That's what I was saying.
But. No, and I mean it's like because so 2007 was when my friend Mike from also from Houston.
Oh, Mike from Houston.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, Mike.
Oh, Mike from Houston.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what do you say, Devin?
The German guy. He had a bald head back. You still got a bald head, man?
I hope so.
Come on.
There you go. All right, there you go. That's right. That's the one I know.
Hey, I need one of the damn smoked meatloaf hamburgers ASAP.
Yeah, man. You got to have one of them smoked. Yeah, my meatloaf burgers, man. I do a mean meatloaf burger, man.
That was one of the best things I had in my life.
So Mike would always come to Amsterdam, like back when he was just balling and being dumb, and I literally, the funny thing with Mike is that I saw him and his crew before we ever met because Amsterdam's really small. Mm-hmm. You just like see everybody, like you'll be walking because nobody's got a car, so they're walking around fully exposed. It's how I met Cypress Hill there. They just were walking past my spot, and it was '93, and nobody really knew them, and they were just kind of their first tour to Europe. Wow. And I was like, I'm gonna run down and see if they want to do a bong hit, and brought them up to my spot. And that was just like it was that simple. But I saw Mike, covered in tattoos and all his homies, and they were all like totally way out of place. I was like, who are those guys, right? And then I was like, all of a sudden they walked into my store, and I'm like, oh, those are the guys I saw earlier. And then me and Mike fucking got on really well, and then he started to come. Basically, Mike would. How many times a year you come out? Like twice, 3 times a year. You were like,
I come for like every summer.
Yeah,
every year at least. Maybe sometimes twice.
Yeah, sometimes twice. And then he started helping me at Cannabis Cups.
Oh man,
that's crazy,
man.
And then when Gas House started and entered the cup, Mike happened to just roll into town. He's like, Cannabis Cups, that's what I do. You know what I mean?
Come on, right
everybody else,
literally got me.
And everybody else was like, this is my first cup. Well, I'm going to, and they just, there's always the classic mistakes.
I'm like, I've been doing this shit.
Hey,
Dev, I wish we had you that day, man. That was so crazy, but things happen.
Yeah,
it don't matter. Much love. It's all good.
So it's funny because we had 2007 we had Redman, and then we're supposed to have you, and then they were supposed to bring Slightly Stupid, and then Slightly Stupid canceled before we ever got the flyer made. So I was like, okay, that's cool, no problem. We'll just do these guys, and we'll do Devin, and then it was like, and then that was like the classic because he was there with me, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what's going on? It's like not gonna happen. I was like, oh no. I was like, okay, well, we're gonna make it up sometime. He goes, we'll make it up sometime. I was like, okay, that's cool. And then it was like I was like, it's gonna happen someday. We're gonna make it happen. And it was just funny because then when Consumption Park went down, and I was like,
I feel like Devin has always made it up to me because anytime any place he's in town, he takes care of me. You know what I mean? I'm at the show with him. I have no problems drinking beer, smoking good coffee.
Like we always
so it's all love. It's all love.
Yes, sir.
I do appreciate you though, D.
Oh man, likewise, man. Feelings mutual, Mike.
Yeah, it's been a long road. I like the road we've been on.
And it don't stop, man. You know, long road
It
ahead
don't
too,
stop?
man. You know, long road ahead.
What's next for
Gonna
you?
keep on pushing, man.
What's next?
I got a tour coming up.
Nice.
Yeah, April 17th until June 11th. So,
North American tour or
Right on your birthday? You got a show on your birthday?
We're
or
going
you
to go around
Worldwide.
the map, U.S. round the
Oh,
map.
dope. Coming through Denver?
I believe so.
Hell yeah.
That would be fun.
Awesome.
That's Mark saying he wants to be on the guest list.
Oh, anybody here that want to be on the guest list? It's cool.
Nice. Yeah, let's do it. I'm in.
So,
Field trip. Adam Dunn
He's
Show
got
field
Mark
trip.
plus Schmoopsy plus 4.
No, you got a spot. You always got a
Just
spot
like
to
that.
pre-function for sure.
That's right, for sure.
Oh man, more than welcome. Man, this is some good shit.
So yeah, what's
That is Dutch Botanicals right there you're smoking.
And there they are.
Wow,
Look at that.
that.
They've been waiting for you all day. They're like, oh, we got to give some good
Cheers.
some fire right there, right?
Cheers, nice.
Yeah, it definitely. It's organic, living soil.
Yeah,
You know,
tastes-
you can taste it. It's
Yeah.
like it's we're as we were saying earlier. It's pretty much the future. If everybody realizes that you're going to be consuming something every single day, you want it to be clean
Yeah,
as
it's
possible.
got a good hit, but it's really clean. Real,
Exactly.
no aftertaste and all that. You know.
What's your preference? You go for like more fruity stuff or more
Man, you know
oaky
what?
stuff?
It's only one kind of weed I don't like.
None.
No.
Nice.
No weed, but yeah, I mean it does. You know, sativa, indica, it doesn't really matter. Hybrid, it's just good
I can't
weed. I
find
love
it.
crystal.
Right there.
I love
No, that's
dense crystallized
No,
buds.
Really?
My favorite ever is White Widow. Grown like
Oh man.
they old school White Widow.
Oh, that
real
White
sticky.
Widow?
Yeah, it stick right on the.
Oh,
you know,
my
I always
God.
stick it on the refrigerator and just let it stick on.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. You know, Adam, that trip I think to Amsterdam, we got White Widow seeds and we
Right.
grew them in Houston. And you made Devin might have smoked some of that White Widow. Yeah, you did. You smoked some of that White Widow.
Probably so.
Like outside, yeah, man.
Yeah, he
I brought
remembers.
it to the coffee shop.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you sure did.
Remember I had that White Widow. I had that White Widow that stuck to the fridge, like you said, stuck to the fridge.
That was always
Yeah.
that's always a good indicator right there. If it sticks to
That was when
anything,
I think that's when I first met you.
it's when it's like Victor with the bubble gum back in the day, which he's like it was chewing gum originally because he used to stick it under the counter at his bar, and then he'd wait for people to be like, "Do you smell something around here?" And he'd be like, he did the old school thing, would be like, "Are you a cop?" And they'd be like, "No," and he'd be like, "Okay, now I can talk to you." And I was like, that shit doesn't really work, you know that. That's
Right,
like
you know.
what we used to think back in the day. So it's the tricks that never really worked, right?
You double that.
I know.
Well, all right.
Switch it up. We'll put
I'll
that
take it
there.
back.
Boom.
We used to think, we'd have jamming the boombox, breakdancing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We used to put the radio down on concrete, and somebody would say, "No, pick it up because it'll drain the battery down." You heard that before?
No, I've never heard that before.
I've never heard,
I've never heard
but
that.
you never been a breakdancer either.
No, not really. I tried. I was like some pathetic kid trying.
You ever
to
hang around a group of black guys with a big boombox? No.
Yeah, not too much. Not too much.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was a myth. That was a myth. You put your radio down, it would drain the battery.
Because of the
So
earth
we
magnet.
put it
Earth
on the
magnet would
grass.
suck it down.
So
Somebody.
you got to put it on the grass or the soil. Then come to find out, well,
None of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some funny shit. So.
Anybody over there
You
smoking
can just
over
keep it over there with y'all.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Thank you.
I was just about
Oh,
to-
it's still
yeah,
coming. There's
oh,
still
that's
coming,
actually
man.
yours.
Oh,
and
so
then-
why we just keep one apiece?
Yeah, we just keep
He's
one.
waiting 15 years for this. You're not.
Okay.
There's going to be a joint.
These are yo tips. This is a good way to keep you kind of, especially we're going to give you, we got a couple more packs. We'll give them to you guys to take because these are actually really good for group smoking sessions because then you at least know you're not just doubling down on everybody's shit.
Right.
Like, okay. Because,
Cool.
plenty of events you come back and it's like the only thing you bring back is the fucking hack. It's like,
So what do y'all do, man? Y'all just sit up here, roll weed, talk shit.
pretty much. That's that is
accurate.
the idea. I mean, I moved back 10 years ago from Amsterdam and then kind of watched the weed thing develop again. So it's sort of like, okay, I get to watch it for a second time. You know what I mean? Because over there, I was there in the 89 to 2010. So it was kind of like the.
Okay. So you like recording? You're streaming live or?
Right now, yeah, you're recording live. Right now, we're live. And
Streaming and recording. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah. we do
That's
it.
the both words. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Archive it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And so
by tomorrow morning, 25,000 people will have watched. They've listened
Wow.
on SoundCloud and
Wow.
1,000 on YouTube.
Oh man,
And, so in Amsterdam, I was doing breeding, and so I had a seed company in '93, and then so it's kind of funny because now it's like again watching like kids start their new oh look at them starting their new business, you know what I mean? So this is some safe and sour.
Yeesh.
Got some.
Wow. Yes.
He wouldn't let me touch that earlier. I reached for it to roll a joint, and he's like,
yeah,
That's
because
for you. Yeah, he
I
slaps
heard you take some crystals off and all that, right? Or why not?
I just don't let him touch my shit.
Okay.
He wanted to give it to you.
Dave tells me.
But that's some sage and sour for you to take. I don't want to give. I don't want to give you too much weed. I don't want to give you too much weed because I know you're going to be bombarded. So I was like, I'll give him one bud bigger than the rest.
Oh, so this is
that's
for me?
Yeah, of course,
Oh, man, thank you,
some of the in-house things, but
thank you.
yeah, and that's how I met Mike, because Mike would come to my store. I had the first hemp store in Europe, so it was kind of like a meeting ground for all the weed heads that would come into town, because coffee shops just try to sell you shit, right? You go in, they're like hustling you hard. You got to get out, get in, get out. And my spot was more like, hey, what's going on? We got hemp clothes, we got glass, we got seeds, we got mushrooms, we got what you really, the basics. Got everything covered, right, Mike?
Cool.
Adam was the best. I
wish
the
the best for you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're back doing your thing out here too, man.
Yeah,
Mike. There you go. He's back.
He's back.
I thought you left, man.
No. I was just.
Did you see Mike in my video? What I be on is a video called "What I Be On."
What I be on?
Oh, man.
Are you in the back of a car or something? I didn't see anything.
No, yeah. I'm not giving up. I got my shirt off and I'm giving him a bong.
Of course you do.
Give him a bong.
Of course you got your shirt off. I can't
Of
imagine.
course he have a bong.
Oh yeah,
You got
that's
that.
awesome.
And I'm giving Devin the bong.
Right.
That was a good ass time.
That's cool. I'm gonna look
What
at that.
I be on? That was so fun.
Yeah, man. That was a pretty fun video, man.
Yeah.
So Houston's starting.
What?
I mean, it's getting
Oh,
close.
I got an event, Houston,
Yeah.
March 14th.
Tell us what's up. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be called Ocean of Pluto, and I'm gonna do an homage to ESG's rap album, Ocean of Funk, but it's gonna be the Ocean of Pluto.
Uh-oh.
I already talked to ESG. He's down with it, and it's gonna be a little cool thing at the BSO Social Club. So pull up, buy your tickets.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what's the situation with Texas as far as like
I don't know.
joining the
I don't know what to talk about.
the modern
I'm not
world?
doing anything.
Is it gonna happen?
I'm just there. Hanging out.
You know how
I'm just there hanging out.
You know how Lone Star State is. We're our own country within a country.
I'm just there hanging out.
But yeah, man,
know.
medicinal. Hopefully soon.
Yeah,
they get close to.
I would think so. I mean, with Oklahoma, and everybody's just driving up there all the time, and they see it.
It's happening all around Texas.
I know. Well,
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Luckily, they can't go south, but
we got a lot of stuff, man. We got our oil, thing happening. You know what I'm saying? We got our own grid thing happening. We got to keep up with our other stuff, man.
Yeah.
And we can't have everybody around there real just high for no reason, man. We got the gun laws, you know what I'm saying? The gun laws.
Well, that's one thing in Oklahoma I was impressed with. They managed to make it so you can have a medical card and your carry, no problem.
You're gone,
Texas needs that. Yeah, I'm just being.
Well, no one's gonna.
Texas needs that, man.
Well, that's nationwide now.
Yeah. Is it?
They
oh yeah,
moved on it,
I heard about. Yeah, I heard something.
Yeah.
That's great.
Open gun carry?
No, it's not open carry. It used to be that if you wanted to have a concealed handgun license.
No, but
they
in
asked
Oklahoma,
a
it's one step
question.
further. You can open carry and have a medical
Right.
card.
Now you
and you
don't
can all
have
hang
it.
out together, smoking weed, all fucking packing. It's like weird. You're like, that is fucking bizarre right there. Like, it doesn't. I'm not worried. I don't think that anyone's gonna go popping off on anybody.
Right.
More likely, they're gonna fucking like, oh shit, where did I put my thing? They might forget what they were doing, but yeah, that's. I mean, it'd be one of the bigger. When it does pop off, though, it's going to be one of the bigger fucking states out there.
Everybody's getting prepared for it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're setting up shops. They're getting their. They're learning how to grow. They're going to school. They're getting knowledge on it. I'm just getting ready to go. As soon as they jump off, the doors are flying open. So.
There's going to be a Devin the Dude brand.
Actually, I had one a strain called Lackville 79, named after one of my songs at the bakery out in L.A. And that was a couple of years, and it was pretty cool. We got a new one coming out now called Rapper Weed.
Ooh.
So that should be any day now. Hopefully, it'll be out soon. But yeah.
Big announcement coming soon. Maybe call into the show. And... Hey, I got a question for you. Do you remember?
Hey, Devin, when's the next time you're going to be in L.A.?
Actually, during this tour coming up.
So perfect.
Between,
I'm living in LA now, so I definitely want to
come
by, say hi, and get high.
Of course.
And I know you got to smoke. You want to smoke one of these Fidel Gas House Mother Load hash holes.
Okay.
You're definitely gonna want to try that.
Yeah, man. It looks like a donut when you smoke it, huh? You look down.
It's a donut.
Yeah, it looks like a donut.
This is the big boy.
Just to wrap, just so you can wrap it up smart, you know.
I prefer the mini ones for personal, for like a couple, two people, even 4 people. I mean, they're strong. They're very, very strong.
They're huge. They're as big as your head.
For 2 to 4 normal people, or one of you, Mike.
Yes, I take 4 at a time.
I want to know, Devin, do you remember 15 years ago missing the flight when you were coming to Adam's party?
To go to Amsterdam for the High Times Cannabis Cup.
I'm curious because I've heard his side of the story. I'm wondering if there's a how I missed the flight, which is even funnier than Adam waiting for you.
Because what happened was Rico came and
I missed it. Yeah,
Yeah.
You just asked me. Hold up.
And
I'm trying to remember why. What happened? What happened?
I don't know.
I still don't know.
There was no excuse or nothing. No, come on.
I remember because I know Mike talked to you after and it was like, dude, I'm so sorry, but we'll make it up, and it was all good, but it wasn't like
it was a custom thing. I wasn't late for what.
I don't know.
I got held up.
I can't remember.
15 years ago.
God, man.
I have no idea. Rico said nothing. I rolled up. The first time I met Turhan. I rolled up on Turhan. I thought he was Rico. I was about to beat Rico's ass. But it just me.
Rico's a badass.
I was like, God damn, Rico. Are you Rico? He's like, no. And Turhan, it was a funny first meeting Turhan situation. But I wasn't gonna beat him up. I was just like angry that the fuck you got. Devin didn't get on the train.
I must got held up. I didn't miss it. I mean, it wasn't like I think I got held. The passport thing or some passport thing.
International flights are like that. It was an international thing. So
I think I got held up.
Yeah.
For something I couldn't.
Rico didn't
I never just missed a flight.
Yeah,
I just hung over.
Rico,
it wasn't.
Right. Yeah. Classic.
Rico showed up and said Devin didn't get on the plane, and that's all we got.
Oh no! Come on.
Well,
I swear.
I swear made for a great story. It'll get in a book one day. It'll get in a book one day. And it'll be infamous.
It don't matter.
No, then it was funny because when I was supposed to have you on the show last time.
I feel shitty now. No, for real. Man.
It's all good.
We're so glad you're here right now.
Are you kidding me?
My bad, man. My bad. For real.
It's a 15-year arc.
I got to make that up, man. I got to make that up, man. Y'all next big event, man.
We do plenty. We got plenty of opportunities to do cool shit down the future. And it was funny too because I literally held it in my back pocket as a card, like knowing that one day I'd get to finally see you and I'd finally get a chance to say, do you remember that? And I was hoping now at least I have enough people to kind of confirm everything. I got Mike there. It's not like me just asking you because you'd be like,
I don't remember. That's what's up. Damn, I don't remember why.
I don't remember last Wednesday, so don't feel bad.
Yeah. It's funny.
But I'll get to the bottom of it. Hey, I'll get to the bottom of it. I talk to Rico. I know he knows because he don't drink, smoke, nothing.
Right.
So he never
He'll
did.
be like, oh, yeah, don't you remember? They were like holding you for an hour, asking you a bunch of bullshit over something.
Remember you got held in Chicago at Customs and they locked you in that room because they found a seed in your bag and they were calling you an international cannabis smuggler?
Repressed memories.
That sounds like the story we're going to tell.
There we go. It's getting big now. So, Jayson,
seed.
So you got to get going on your event. I don't want to hold you back now because I know it's time to
I think it is time.
Time to shine.
MSC Mountain Stoner time.
That's right.
Yeah, no, you can know it's funny how that time seems to move all around the world, right? Where you're like, doesn't matter where you are, that time.
It's always like, right on time, and that's what you don't know. If you started too early, you missed it. So
yeah.
Wherever you are.
Sometimes they know you got to make them wait.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Get that party going, we'll be there.
I've never been known. Like I'm usually out getting stuff figured out for the party while the party started, and then I don't want to be there. I don't even want to be there. I like the worst feeling is that empty room and not knowing what's going to happen, and did they fucking remember, or are they going to flake on me? And it's like it takes, but then there's a peak moment, and that peak moment is the best feeling in the world too, because things are all done. You don't have to think about anything else, and you can just coast it away. So hopefully,
I think it's like gambling. It's almost like a drug weird.
It is for sure, because there's a lot of risk involved, and you put your reputation on the line every fucking time. So it's. Good job. I'm glad to see you're rocking.
What a job.
We're gonna come over. We're gonna wrap
is.
it up over here and come follow you too. So we're just
sweet.
Yeah, perfect. So we'll be seeing you.
Anybody you want to plug right now?
And we're gonna do that on Patreon.
Trouble, man. I'm coming to your house.
Yeah, I'd like to plug High Level Health, Biomeds, and PharmaCan for helping us sponsor Devin the Dude in this March Dabness event, and the Connoisseur Collective, Connoisseur Headies, Plant the Cure. All the usual suspects. You know who you are. The OGs don't need their names mentioned, but you know who you are. And fucking all you wooks and chads, man, get your shit together.
And I'd assume you like OGs, of course, right?
Yeah, I like the OGs.
Get your shit together.
So I got some Ricky's Brothers Kush for you, which is special just because it's the.
Oh, did you say Ricky Brothers Kush?
Yeah, so I got that for you. Because and it's at the end of the day, it's like the one I always reach back to, just because it's like it smokes all the way down great. And Ricky's
much love.
Ricky's our homie, and he's recovering right now.
He's recovering. Drop that GoFundMe in there.
I did. I already did it.
Yes,
recovery, Rick, man.
I donated.
Much love, Rick.
So I just
we're like
sure.
over 5,000. Ricky Palomino.
Yeah,
that dude, first manager for Suicidal Tendencies. Snoop Dogg's manager for 20 years.
Yeah. No, he's the man.
But beyond that, he's just a fucking mensch. He's a great guy. He'll hold you down. I've seen him, this guy, in multiple countries. Just like a lot of you other people. You Devin and Adam, but Ricky's been he's just such a good dude, man.
It's funny because when I always think of Ricky, I always think of the couple of things. I think of him like sleeping sideways on a bench, right? Like perfectly straight somehow. Like he'd be like as peaceful as you could be, just because he's been dealing with Snoop's fucking tour so hard, and he's finally got a bench to sleep, and he'll be like, we'd smoke a little bit, and then he'd just like lay down, and he'd be like, woo, like perfectly, like, and I'd be like, how do you do that? I was like, how do you do that? I could never do that.
If Ricky was your manager for that,
and when Snoop would come, he'd have his hands behind his back and ready to work.
You would have been there.
He was like, he was always like militant too, because he's like, it's built into him, So like when he was working, it was like hands behind the back, like ready to fucking do like just brain on fire. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely fast recovery, Rick. And
yes sir, much love.
Yeah, I just smoke that RBK because that shit is fire.
Of course. And then we're gonna wrap it up though here, so everybody can get to the next spot.
If you want to catch the after party,
and after party's gonna be on Patreon. We'll be over there hanging out with Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
At the Dave's not here crew.
All right, Devin.
Much love, Mike. Good to see you, bro.
If you in Houston, April 14th, pull up to that little thing I'm doing if you can.
Okay, cool, man. I'll be in Houston for 420 also. So if you're still around,
I'm not gonna be 420, but I'll be. I'm gonna do that event the
14th. Okay.
The BSO Social Club.
Yeah, hit me up, man. Keep me posted, man.
I will. Yeah.
You know me, smooth, brother.
It's gonna be a real vibe.
Nice. Right, Irie.
Houston.
So,
about that.
I'd love to see you, bro.
Peace out, guys. All right, thanks for everybody coming through. Thanks, Devin, for
Much
making
love.
it.
Man,
It's
pleasure's
only-
all mine. I'll be back. It's not the last time.
Gemini power over here.
Yes, sir.
That's
Dave's
it.
not here.
That's right. My
Oh,
whole
yeah,
family's
get your
family's
entries in.
born in June too. So and it's
Wow.
one week apart. So I go June is my kid. It's so it's me 15th, my
I'm a
wife the
Gemini.
22nd, and my kid the 29th. So it's like if it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever it is. We run June. It's like June. This is it. This is like
Oh,
we just
man.
pound them out.
Party month.
All right, man. So
We
thanks.
gotta get those Friday.
Oh yeah, those are the best. Saturday. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
It's just nonstop.
Take us out, right?
Zooted.
Yes.
You ready?
sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
Oh, no, we're good. Thanks, man. Peace out.
Oh yeah.
Peace and love.
Practically every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own.
This is a special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing.
Me?
Want you to smoke the natural herb.
Sweet.
Some call it marijuana.
Sweet.
Some call it sesame.
Sweet.
Some call it lamb's bread.
The tea.
And some people call it